You are now listening to the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Now back to Two in the Pinku. For this very special episode, we are joined by Casey and Gentry of the Sin Syndicate.
That's us.
Hi.
Yeah, that's you guys.
It's like a PSA.
Yes,
I don't know.
I know.
Well, we just realized this. You guys don't really do guests. I think we're your first. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than
feel
I think we've
double
talked about our
special.
neighbors a lot before. Like if they're doing something crazy, we'll
They're
usually like
kissing.
narrate.
They're kissing in the kitchen.
They were kissing in the kitchen.
yes.
I mean,
They're
Forgot about
wild.
those people.
this is, I guess, our first time opening it up.
Well, didn't you say that Pink Film saved your marriage, and this is just part of that? So saving your marriage is opening things up.
It's
I mean,
therapy.
It's therapy.
I also kind of feel like one of you is Joan Cusack in Addams Family Values, where it's like, welcome to my home. And whoever likes pastels, that's Joan Cusack, the Joan
my
Cusack
God.
of the two of you.
I already know who that is, and it's not me.
Wow. It could be anyone.
Could be either of you, right? Exactly.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
So yeah,
it's
great.
crazy.
So guys, introduce yourselves. So for the listeners who don't know who you guys are, they should know.
Ladies first, Gentry.
We are the hosts of the Sin Syndicate. We are kind of sister podcasts here as
Mhm.
part of this Someone's Favorite Productions network with Ryan. Yeah, I don't know. Go check us out. Yeah, we host a podcast about the golden age of sexploitation, mostly focused on 60s and a little bit of 70s softcore sex films, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah, Casey's the adult film historian, and I'm I don't know what I am. I'm just the guy.
You're the normal one.
Yeah.
You're the center. You're the center.
Am I the
you're the
stri- I
one who
got-
gets to keep things centered.
I'm the
Yeah.
straight man in this
Yes.
relationship. Yeah.
But that could mean
Which is funny.
anything.
That can mean
Yeah,
anything,
right.
especially for Pride right now. That means a lot of different things.
Which is interesting because Gentry, I don't know why this came up, but I think you originally were planning on our podcast being me providing the historical context and you providing color commentary.
I never said
feel
that.
I feel like I have it in writing somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Pull up the text.
Receipts.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
that
the
is,
receipts.
and I'm like, that's kind of reversed. I think Gentry is much more focused on the history, and then I
Maybe.
end up saying crazy shit that I regret. Yeah,
Oh my
so.
God.
Which is pretty much like Dakota and I. Dakota brings in all the information, and I just say crazy shit.
That is,
The
yeah. We do
dynamic
have
is
a
very
similar.
similar.
Yeah.
We barely
Dynamic.
edit.
We never really edit. We just
No.
go
For the
in.
best.
Yeah. I mean, behind the scenes, like I do like editing to just the flow of things, but I
Mhm.
don't actually
Mhm.
cut that much from our episodes. So
Right.
I mean,
Just when I say some really bad shit.
no, real,
Yeah.
well,
Same.
yeah.
Same.
When Casey's like, yes, please delete this, then I'm like, okay, I guess I should delete
Yes.
this.
If I
Casey's
mention
saying it's
anybody
bad
by
enough,
name.
yeah.
Yeah.
If Casey
Yeah.
says it's bad enough to delete, then it's worth deleting.
Yeah. Exactly. But Chris and you and I are also both Virgos, so I feel like that is also possibly another reason. And then Gentry and Dakota, you're both Midwest boys. So like
Yeah.
That's
there's
a
definitely
sign.
similarities.
Wait,
Right,
Dakota,
there's
aren't you also a
definitely-
March? Aren't you
Yeah.
also March
Yeah,
birthday
we're
too?
March.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
March
crazy.
22nd.
22nd.
Oh my god.
He's 22nd. I'm
Legit.
27th.
Holy shit.
Oh, we're both
Sorry.
Aries. Okay, yeah.
We
And-
really are sister podcasts.
Yes, and
And-
Dakota
Crazy.
was born in. You were born in Minneapolis, right?
Yeah.
And then you moved to Bismarck, North Dakota.
hmm
I was born in Bismarck, North Dakota, and I moved to Minneapolis.
That's
So
crazy.
crazy.
I know, right? And then it's like, no, because for Casey,
So weird.
I'm a August Virgo. You're an August Virgo too, right?
No, I'm a September 1st Virgo.
Oh, yes. You see, because I'm like
Yeah.
August 23rd, which is a different
Yeah,
kind of
you're right
crazy
before me.
Virgo. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We're getting into astrology right now.
I know.
Which I
right?
think it
Yes,
makes
exactly.
sense. It's going to make sense. All at the end of this episode will make sense. So for those who are listening, just go on a journey with us. Just close your eyes, unlock the belt and just,
Unlock the bell. What is this, Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, that too. I think we're going to be feeding a lot of kids for this episode. People who listen.
Probably. Very nourishing.
I'll just shout out to certain people who love what's going to happen. I already told one person what's happening. Shout out to happening? That we're joining forces. This is the mega powers. This is Macho Man and Hulk Hogan joining. With the power shake, and then Dakota is Miss Elizabeth, just being in the corner.
Oh my god.
Whoever that is.
Were they fighting over? They were fighting over her, weren't they?
I think so.
Sort of. Yeah.
So we got to find our Miss Elizabeth. Who's our Miss Elizabeth?
Oh my god.
I think is Tani the Miss Elizabeth?
Oh yeah.
I think Miss Elizabeth is Tani for this episode. Because we've been kind of teasing what films we're going to talk about today. Mm-hmm. So I think that should be our kind of intro to talk about who's our special star today that we're going to be speaking about. Dakota, you want to kind of get into that?
Yeah, today we're going to talk about two films from Naomi Tani, also probably the classiest director we've talked about.
Yes.
But not the classiest films from him.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Have either of you watched these two films before?
Not before you assigned them. No.
Yeah. I spot checked one. Because I downloaded Painful Bliss because I was trying to check more Arena Miyai off of my list.
Ooh,
and so I was like, okay, I have to see
How
this.
much is she
and then
she
has a good scene at the end. But
that's what I'm saying. You spot checked it just to see how much she was in it. Yeah.
No, I spot checked. Yeah, I spot checked it to see how. Yeah, exactly. And she's still in ingenue mode at Nikkatsu. She hasn't become leading lady yet. That would be the next year in Women in Prison, I think, and some other ones. But
an apartment wife as well.
Yeah,
she's also in Madam Eve,
and then the female
Tani
teacher.
Too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's a small.
She is.
They never intersected the best points of their careers.
No,
right. It's very strange. Well, I feel like once Tani retired, I feel like Nikkatsu tried to make a lot of people stars after that. They were like, okay, we have a lot of extra room now that the superstar is gone. Let's try to throw a bunch of people in there, and very different kinds of people taking over after she came in. But I had only spot checked it, and then I was like, maybe I won't watch this. Maybe I'll wait and see if we could do this feels like a Pride movie. So I'm going to save this for Pride. And then, I didn't know how much of a Pride movie it was until I saw the trailer on the Impulse trailer compilation. And I was like, oh, this is wildly prideful. Yes, I think we should talk about this. And I didn't watch it I didn't finish watching it until this morning.
Okay.
I wanted it to be fresh
You
on the front
it.
of my. I loved it. Yeah.
I'm curious for you guys what the idea was behind this pairing. Was it Tani and Kumashiro? Is that the idea? Just
probably not the director. I mean, again, I don't know. I personally feel like this director is kind of almost too classy for me, where it's it's very hit or miss. There's some of his films that are great within Roman Porno, but then also Lovers Are Wet was I found it extremely boring. But I mean, there's no way that's not going to be a Blu-ray release. So get ready for that, right?
The only good thing about is Moeko Ikawa in that. She's terrific in that, and that's because she's the Cloris. It's basically Last Picture Show, and she's the Cloris Leachman role. And so if going by that analogy, I feel like she should have won a Japanese Academy Award for that role. But
his movie The Inferno got a Mondo Macabro release too.
Yes.
So.
Which is good. It was fun.
Very long.
Okay.
Very long, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're saying. It's his films, the director could be very super classy. It's very the stuff that I guess we say Jasper would really like is that kind of classic Roman porno.
Yeah. Which I
But
like too. I like a
That's
lot of the
fair.
classic stuff, but
yeah.
Kumashiro's weird to me because he really is kind of all over the place,
Mhm.
wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if he has a really distinct focus other than
Yeah, I
movies
was
with
trying to look for
strippers.
one. Yeah.
I mean,
I
but that could be anyone.
I wouldn't really call him a auteur. I don't know.
No,
Stripper
no.
auteur.
No.
Oh,
I
he's
don't
the
know.
wet
Some people,
auteur.
I keep, well, yeah. I mean, he did Woods Are Wet, which is absolutely incredible. Like that. And I went in with that. I went into that very nervous because Lovers Are Wet was such a struggle bus to get through. Oh my God. Like total garbage. And I'm really surprised that people love that so much. Um, and yeah, Woods Are Wet is terrific. So I was like, okay, this is what he's capable of. Like, great. Like, let's give me more of that version of Kumashiro. Um, he and Tanaka seem to be like the directors that people say are the best. But I say for both of them, yeah, there's not really a consistent style across the board for either of them. Tanaka's a little classier than Kumashiro, I think probably. I mean, who shoots a black and
Yeah.
white Roman porno in 1974? I mean, that's a little much, Tanaka. Yeah.
I feel like Tanaka probably benefits more for having like less prolific of a career. Like Kumashiro just did so much more films. It's harder to really pinpoint what he did. Also, again, I obviously like our favorite from Nikkatsu is Masaru Kanuma.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
does have like a consistent sort of through line with
Mhm.
his work. Yeah, for sure. You can
I
spot it.
agree.
It's like very obvious.
Yes.
Yeah, with someone like Kumashiro, I've seen what, like 5 or 6, and yeah, it's hard to really say. Other than like the
Yeah.
English translation of the titles, a lot of them have wet in the title. I
Right.
guess
So
that's
poetic.
Oh, like
yeah.
right. Oh, like Wet Lust is him too, right?
Yeah.
Ichijiro's Wet
Yeah.
Lust. That's good too. I did
Mhm.
like that a lot.
And I just watched Woman with Wet Fingers, which again, yeah, has strippers. It has, or
I
a
haven't watched that
stripper.
yet.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah.
I need to watch that.
Check
Yeah.
out strippers.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the quote of this episode. Check out
Check out
strippers.
strippers.
No, I think also
we support sex workers
yes,
here.
exactly.
support the girls, support the strippers.
Well, because the reason why we also picked the second film, I think with you, Gentry, to answer your question is that because we were kind of starting off the kind of we were talking about like, oh, what films to talk about, right? When we do this episode, we started with Painful Bliss, and then Dakota and I were like, I think we should do something a little like not as intense because Painful Bliss is it's crazy. And then we're like, okay, if we're gonna do a Tani film or another Tani film, we thought this film the second film we're doing today was just kind of a nice like kind of palate cleanser, and it's also Tawny kind of being a little bit more comedic, a little bit more like kind of she's still sensual, but she's not.
Yeah.
She's a little bit, but she's not like we were not going to give you shit, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was not going to be any enemas involved.
Oh, you're talking literal.
Which is too bad because she's the queen. She makes enemas look so cinematic.
Because they could go either way.
Queen.
They can go either way.
Right.
Oh my god, there's like Rope and Skin. It's for one from like 78 where it's like it's her probably nastiest enema where it just sprays across the room. Like it's not like a wife to be sacrificed where it's like a beautiful angel turd. It's like no, the waterfall shooting.
The angel turd. I remember Kanuma saying like I wanted it to be like a beautiful shit, and then he had to cut it down to like a fraction of a second because of the censors. And it's like it's still beautiful. Yeah, it's still a beautiful shit. Yeah.
So that's why we thought about you, Gentry, to not show you literal shit on screen.
I mean, I'm not as much of a baby as I pretend to be, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You still haven't watched Woman in a Box yet.
I know. I was tempted to do it in preparation for this, just to say like, okay, I finally like watched it for this podcast, but I'm still holding that one in. Which is appropriate to this movie, right, Chris?
For what?
Ecstasy, Black Rose, like hold
it,
right?
Yeah,
hold it.
I would say so.
Right.
I don't know how far you want to get into this movie, but yeah, I love that ending so much. It's so gorgeous.
Ooh, I guess we could just start with it. We could start talking about Ecstasy, the Black Rose. Also, it's called Black Rose Ascension. It seems like either way is just a translation of the title. It's up to you. Pick and choose whichever you like.
Mm-hmm.
Have either of you seen actually? So this is like the second movie with Black Rose in the title with Tani. I don't know if you've ever seen Cruelty Black Rose.
I have it downloaded.
It's
I need to watch it.
crazy. So
That
like,
one is
I have
crazy.
so many Roman pornos downloaded. And this is, for the listeners, I am addicted to Roman porno because of these two. So I have been spending a fortune on impulse DVDs
my
and
God.
88 Blu-rays and downloading shit and like ruining my ratio on trackers because I need to download stuff more than I'm uploading stuff.
You guys have
Yeah, so
stolen my
I'm-
boy away.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Watch this one.
American sexploitation, what? Like whatever. Like
Wow.
this stuff is really like it's life. It's changed
It's
my
not
life.
comparable.
You know?
It's not comparable. I don't agree.
Yeah,
Right,
they're-
because one is good and the other is really bargain basement. Correct. Yeah. I mean, sorry, America.
We're talking different
We've been
budgets
garbage.
and
Also different like
Different
eras
different
too.
technicians.
Yeah, it's different
Right.
eras. It's just like different taste, and because I know there's still stuff that we haven't seen as far as sexploitation that is like you guys would say like is like the hallmark of what you would think of
Sure.
sexploitation. We've seen some stuff here and there, and then like the
Right.
same thing with us. Like there's some other like pink film. I say pink film in general that is just like beautiful masterpieces. Also like stuff that we also like is like the gutter trash of
Yeah.
pink film too. That is
Mhm.
we still consider amazing, and other people would be like, no, that's ugly, that's gross, or it's not. There's no subs. But
Right. Yeah, it's like the real big tits. That works with no subs, honestly. You don't need subs.
No,
for
you
real
don't
big
need-
tits.
I
And
did
honestly,
auto,
most
auto
groper-
subs for
most-
that is fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
exactly.
I didn't need subs. I was like, I get it. These girls have like a sex. They get phone calls and they go and have sex with people. Like it is what
There's
it
some
is.
fun dialogue though. Yeah.
yeah, there's some. I think if it got really translated, it has some really fun dialogue. I think
Yeah.
because like
Mm.
the way they talk to like in that scene where she's talking to the guy and she's like, okay, I'll go, and she goes over and the breasts they come out, and it's like I want to know what was said before that.
Oh God.
So
I make up a narrative in my head. For those. With groper trains, actually, I think for a lot of the groper trains, you don't really need subs
No.
either. I mean, those are pretty
No.
pretty self-explanatory. Except Sexy Time Trip Ninjas does benefit from subs, and you can
Historical
watch that
lore.
with subs.
The
Yes,
historic-
it really is. It's like, yes, we got an epic adventure groper train, with time
Oh my
travel and
God.
everything. Yeah, I do love that one. That one was really good.
Dakota, tell us about this Black Rose name because you mentioned that, and I was curious like where that came from.
Oh yeah, so they start with Cruelty Black Rose, which is a bondage film. It's also her first bondage film that they do after Wife to Be Sacrificed. So it's them like really trying to start the bondage line because it actually took a little bit from Wife to Be Sacrificed to that film. And they're like, we need to give her like a nickname as a branding. Then they use it throughout it. So like sometimes like Black Rose will be her nickname.
Okay.
But this is a bondage film. Like this is not a bondage film, but it still uses it.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I guess
That's
it's about
interesting.
branding. They're trying to get like, oh,
Also, she's not even really like the lead of this film for a lot
No.
of it. Too.
it takes a
it
while
takes
for
a
her to show.
while.
Yeah, she shows up
Mhm.
later, but when she does, you're like, oh, you kind of feel like, oh, she's here finally. That's how I felt on this rewatch, which is fun because we first watched this one like way, way back, right, Dakota? Like in our
Part of your original Tawny run. That you
Yeah.
I wonder if we
You're
did like a
where is
sloppy
she? Where is
seconds.
she?
Mhm.
Yeah, because like I think when we first started getting to Roman porno, particularly, I think we were like, let's go find all the Tawnies, right?
Right.
And this one was there too. And we're like, oh, it was very different. I would just say that, right? You guys, because like from what you know about Naomi Tani, she's like the bondage queen, right? She's a very particular look, right? And an aesthetic. But this one, she's kind of a little bit of she's like classic Tani, which is all in like kind of the geisha, and then she's modern Tani, right?
With the umbrella.
With the umbrella and then the
Yeah.
ponytail. Oh no, that's the second film. The ponytail comes out in the second one.
Right.
God, it's
I like
all blurred.
ponytail Tawny. Yeah, I'm like I like Tawny in a ponytail. Of course, I like the very severe bun too.
Yeah, the bond.
And,
Yeah.
The bun,
that is,
right?
That is kind of a consistent thing in her films that I really like. Is that like and that is something I think she talks about in interviews where she's like she wants to present like a traditional Japanese woman, and then eventually it like is undone sort of. And so like when that hair comes down after seeing her in a bun for most of the movie, it really has impact. So she knew exactly what she was doing in terms of like her imaging. Yeah, I love when the hair comes down eventually. It's like, oh, okay.
And the roller skates come
okay.
out.
The roller skates.
Yes, the roller skates. I was like, where's the disco music? I was like, that is classy. Classy sex on roller skates compared to like what American porno was doing at that time.
That's classy.
Like
What
Roller
did you
Babies came out before, like except the year after this, and that's terrible. But yeah, like seeing them, it's very romantic. And
Ooh.
I mean, what did you guys like, Gentry? What did you think of this? Because again, the plot, the basic plot of this is like, you know, she kind of gets discovered by her having sex in the dentistry, and then they're like, they kind of pursue her to like, oh, we want to record you, right? But then eventually she starts having sex on film, right? So it's kind of like a, what is it, like a pseudo kind of documentary about like making porn, right?
Right.
So you
Yeah,
guys
I
could
like
like
that
see that,
aspect.
especially in sexploitation, right? That kind of the same kind of similarities,
Yeah.
right?
What's a similar film in sexploitation? Can you think of one, Casey? Kind of that does
well,
like
like
kind
Alice,
of behind.
well, like Alice Goodbody is like that,
Yeah.
where she's an
Ooh.
actress and then she kind of finds her way. She's like mostly that narrative is typically like a legit actress, then has to find her way into sex film, and it's
They're not
Alice
making a
Goodbody's a
sex
good
film in
example.
Alice Goodbody though.
That's true, but she has to
Yeah.
do nudity and have sex to
To get
make
the
her way
part.
They're
through the
making a
industry.
normal film
Right.
within the film.
Yes, it's like some terrible, like biblical epic, and she
Oh my
keeps getting
God.
into accidents. She keeps getting into accidents on the set, and then having to have sex with someone to keep her job. I think.
Love it.
Yeah,
That sounds like
it's
Pink
Sharon
film.
Kelly. Yeah, it is. It's Sharon Kelly, and it's funny, but I think the joke runs out really quick. It's
Mm,
you know,
okay.
It's
this is
one
funnier.
joke,
I
yeah.
did legitimately laugh at Tani in a lot of this because I think she's good at comedy. I was surprised because usually she's very stoic and
Mhm.
she is dealing with a lot. Like she has to make it through like being tied up and things like that. This was very different, and she became a willing participant pretty quickly. Which I liked. I was like, okay, clearly this woman was gagging for it. Like, she
Really?
moved to Tokyo from a small town, and like she was waiting for something like this to happen.
Are you talking about her character in the movie?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like it.
No, I'm never
I feel like
talking
it
about.
took a little while.
It
Like,
took
Kind
a
of
while.
breaks her down too. Like it slowly
broke
like
her
the whole
it's
down.
very
plot.
like it's very like a Svengali story, you know, like he's the corrupter and
Mhm.
Right.
yeah,
I can see that.
like the behind the scenes aspect. Yeah, where they're like under the table getting
Yes.
that perfect shot. But it's funny because in the film, they're shooting adult movies, but
Mhm.
you know, are it's almost like they're shooting hardcore movies, but they're not. These movies are not hardcore.
I think
so it,
no, I think they are. I think the implication is because you could buy
Yeah.
hardcore stuff like under the counter.
is
They're
that what
making a
this is?
blue film, like they're not even making an actual
Mhm.
pink film. But
Yeah, it's a
then
blue
Right.
film.
so it's again what they're
Oh.
doing is illegal.
Right.
Okay,
That's
I
why they're
didn't
out in the
catch
middle of
that.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they have to go out into like and the actresses are I love that touch where the actresses also have to carry the shit and lug the shit.
Mhm.
Like
Yes, I do,
you're part of the team. Like, yeah, even though you're pregnant, you gotta lug this shit. Right.
That's right.
And that part where Tawny
Yeah.
falls off the the little cliff edge is so random.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, but I also love like it's always because like we always joke about this like dentistry in Nikkatsu is like
Yeah.
Oh my God.
dentistry is like horrid because they're like always doing nasty weird things with dentistry, which I appreciate because it's like there's especially Flower and Snake, I think 4, right, Dakota, where like they're doing bondage on this young girl, the doctor and then the assistant, and they put like 4 needles in her mouth and she's tied up and
God.
gagged. I was like perfection. I love that scene.
Oh my
But
God.
like, but it's just funny. And then also what I love too, I don't know, you guys would agree with this, even Dakota, is that they have to go out and record random noises of like animals to make the sound like if they
Yes.
actually are having
That
sex.
That was so blowout. I was like, wait a minute, this is De Palma before De Palma. Like they reminded me of John Travolta running around recording shit, and then he accidentally records an assassination.
Yeah.
I was like, and in this case, he accidentally records this woman having an orgasm. And it's like, oh, let's make her a sex movie star because she sounds great.
I get it.
I know, right? We give good audio, make that person a star. Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
so
I'm
oh,
trying to think what else of this too. So yeah, Tani actually did do a lot of comedies pre-Nikkatsu. So like in
mhm,
terms of her general pain career, she wasn't always making bondage films. I mean, I don't think it would even be part of like the Shintoho archive either, because those are also bondage too. Like Naomi Tani Tied Up, that's a bondage one. But yeah, there's ones where she has like psychic powers too from her pink side where you can read the plot descriptions of. But like it seems like she said Kumashiro, the director, like destroyed her image, but in a positive way, where like he actually made her act.
mhm,
Right.
Like it not relied on the star power
Yeah.
of Naomi Tani.
Right. I did notice that across both films. And then I know there's a third one that you had noted in your review of, I think this one or Painful Bliss. And I was like, oh, I need to watch that third one. And I have the third one. I just didn't watch it in
Ooh.
time for this. But I was like, okay, but I like that because yeah, because by the time this is made and then Painful Bliss, she is like the star at the studio, right?
mhm.
So like she having these vehicles built around her, but neither of these feel like vehicles built around her or what her specialty, quote unquote, is. It's like, no, like, yeah, the draw is obviously going to be her on the poster, but it's not going to be the Tani that you expect.
Mhm.
And that's a good thing because she's actually still good. It's like she doesn't feel completely out of her depth in either of these.
No, not at
Um,
all.
No, I
no, but
mean
then it
there.
also reminds me of like she started way earlier. Like she's in Slave Widow, which is such a random little
Yeah.
early appearance, and so it's like, and that was literally 10 years before Final Bliss or Painful Bliss. So it's yeah, I think she had it in her. I just think Nikkatsu wanted to like they knew
Yeah,
what her marketability was,
I think
but
you guys have
she
been
got a
trying
chance
to
to do something different.
track down some of those really early Tawny stuff, haven't you?
Mhm.
I think Slave Widow's the earliest you could access. We have a two of her films on like an 8mm loop that
Right.
Mark from Ultra
Yeah,
Flesh
that
helped
Mark
us
got, yep.
scan. But
Yeah.
Oh
they're
my
from the
god.
70s, one of which stars her is this girl that she mentored, Terumi Azuma, and they play rivals in the film,
Mm.
but they're also rivals in real life. Terumi Azuma is also in this movie we're talking about. She's a random girl in the dentist office, but like the
Oh,
gist of
really?
the story is like she
Oh
steals Tawny's like partner from her,
god.
and then this
Wow.
whole kind of cheating scandal with them going back and forth. Kanuma also like not Kanuma, Onoroku Don, the writer, writes
Yeah.
about this whole cheating affair over the years too, and
Mm.
having to deal with them running back. So it's kind of this like fun drama of their stories if they get to play like mother daughter or like rivals. This one's not
Oh
like
my
a
god.
great example because it's not a meaty role for her, but that's kind of interesting. The
Mhm.
one we have on 8mm though is of her with their rivals, but it's only like 10 minutes of it. Then we have an other
Mm.
VHS cut of the film with more footage, but it looks
Yes,
horrendous.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
It looks like rotten.
Damn.
But
Probably
okay,
because
That's too
it's
bad.
let me ask you guys about like a couple like flashbacks with Naomi Tani's character. Did you like those flashbacks
oh, with her dad?
with her dad?
Which wasn't her dad.
It
Sorry.
wasn't
Yeah.
her dad, but
That's
it
what I
was
was
like
gonna
Right.
say. I was like, explain that to me a bit. Like what was going on in those
so
scenes?
she had somebody who take care of her, right? Like a Patreon, right?
Yeah.
Like he kind of
Mhm.
takes care of her, but because he's older, she has to perform.
It's her daddy.
It's
Yeah,
basically her
daddy,
daddy.
not her
Wait,
dad.
is he
Yeah.
like it's like a Findom situation, is it not?
I
Where
mean,
it's like,
she's
or
paying
no,
him.
is it kind of where it's like I'm gonna pay you? No, that's not she's
No,
not
he's
the
No,
paying
Findom.
her.
She's a
he's
Fin
paying
sub.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
He's
sugar
paying her,
daddy.
so she's the Fin
Yeah.
sub. Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because our lead guy, our director, he does throw that back in her face like at the end of the film. Like, who are you to act so stuck up? Like
Mhm.
you're this to this guy, you're playing whore to this businessman or whatever. So yeah. I was like, who they don't really those flashbacks just kind of come without too much explanation. So yeah, I
Mhm.
wasn't sure. And I'd mentioned you calling him dad, and I was like, wait, I don't know if that's your dad. That would be going pretty
Dad,
far.
daddy,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's all in the same context,
Yeah. I mean, watching
Yeah.
it though, it really, Tawny will do whatever she's asked, right?
Pretty much.
I do wonder, like,
I
what was
am-
going through her head. Like,
Well, I'm consistently surprised because, these movies are obviously softcore, and then I'm always really surprised at how like very, very, very
close they
graphic they
get.
get,
Mhm.
which is this close to hardcore. You see like scenes of like rimming or vaginal oral sex and stuff like that. I was like,
just
there's
inches
no
away.
way that they could be faking. Like, there's certain scenes that I'm just like, this does not seem like faking, or like there's fingers or it's other insertion stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, it's
I
all
know there's movie magic, but I don't know.
What are those strips called? There's a word for them. Those strips, Dakota or Chris, do you remember? The privacy strips that they
they were
like,
privacy
wore.
strips. I should actually pull up pictures after this and send it to you. Like, there's behind the scenes footage of it where they're wearing like the bumps too, and it doesn't look good, like, or sexy either. Even like in Pink Film, after it slept into like the 90s, they were still faking it or like mixing like the fake cum for the cum shots.
Oh God.
But again, it is interesting. Ridiculous. Like, what they do in these films is crazy. Like, I mean, Tani with the dog, right? For like one of her films. I'm like, how do they get away with that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because like in this one too, like in this film,
these, yeah.
No, in this film we see like simulated sex, but it's mostly like, kind of dry humping. Because you could tell, like, it looks like their like bodies are connected, but it's mostly like, it's just like on top and kind of dry humping.
Right.
For the viewers, I'm actually doing stuff, so but
but it looks
honestly,
more.
But like, she looks like she is going to anally drill that dude. Like, she's gonna go in and tongue that guy's hole. And so I'm like, Tani, this is softcore. Like, control yourself. Like, it is. It's kind of like when she will do what it takes, but I don't know what her limit is. So it is kind of like, Tani, don't really stick your tongue in his hole.
I mean, she cleaned it. I think she cleaned it, so I think it's fine.
Well, that's true. As long as you're cleaned, we don't need any of that giardia going around or anything. Yeah.
Or how did
giardia, the parasite?
How did Gina Gershon said it in Showgirls?
Oh, I don't know.
Remember? Oh, I'm trying to remember the actual code where she's like, they
don't remember.
They write the checks, we cash the checks. We're all whore darlings.
Sure.
Yeah, that one. But Tani's a whore, and this one says as long as she could cash the checks, whatever they ask for her, right?
I do wonder, what her perspective was on, the rope scenes and stuff like that she did. In a way, she's in control. Because she's telling them how to tie this stuff, and she knows what she's doing. She knows her body, but when she's like getting her face like inches away from some not very attractive, older man, like there's no, you're somewhat losing some control when you're in that situation. I feel like not only is it somewhat more disgusting, but.
No, absolutely.
I feel like she was just such a pro with it too. I mean, like she's been acting since '67, and also she's acted with like worse looking male actors too of different ages.
Absolutely.
Like, she's so trained on this, where it's like ready, set, go. It's what you don't get with like even actors who come after her, where like they don't have that Pink Film background at all. Like, I mean, pretty much like her, Junko, like someone who came from Pink Film had like they knew what to do and had like more control of their own bodies.
Yeah, it's like, remember the quote that Kanuma said about Tani in the documentary? Remember, Dakota, when he was saying that like she had a presence, she just was very professional. She knew how to just come on, like,
oh yeah,
she would come on set and she just had like that presence, right?
And which you have to have,
exactly, because she
like people are going to take advantage of you, like her co-stars could very easily.
Yeah, because like I mean, I could tell you this, like. In the movie, like it takes like maybe 20 minutes for her to show up, or maybe 30. And then when she does, it just brings like energy to the film, right? Because the film's like this other one, like you have this crew and like everybody's kind of being like dorky, and then she shows up and it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna get something kind of fun with her.
Yeah. Actually, that's something that I noticed with Rope Hell, where half of that movie is her, and the other half is like this other girl that's abducted by the Yakuza and all that stuff. And I noticed that, like, oh, like this is how compelling Tani is. When she's not on screen, the movie suffers. And so, like, if you're not going to have her on screen, you have to be building to that, or like at least reminding you of her when she's not on screen. So actually, I think the director does a really good job with that here, where it's like, constantly talking about her, and it's like, because it is that anticipation of like, okay, we're gonna see her, eventually gonna have to degrade herself and do this movie or whatever. And so it really is kind of like, I think it builds really beautifully that way. But it reminds me a lot of like, I mean, American sexploitation actresses are like that too. I'm reminded of like Marsha Jordan. Like if a movie's built around her, like when she's not on screen, snoozeville. And Renee Bond is like that too. Like there are women who are bona fide stars and the camera loves them and they have that personality. And when they're not on screen, it's just like, okay, anyway. Like that's why Rope Hell, I was kind of like, can we get back to Tawny? I don't give a shit about this girl going through shit.
Bye.
Like yeah, I'm just like, goodbye. Like, yeah, sell her into slavery or whatever.
You didn't care. Yeah. You didn't care about our pregnant girl in this film. She was pregnant.
Well, actually, I like her a lot. Actually, that actress I like a lot. She's really good in Secret Chronicles She Beats Market, the Tanaka movie. Like she's the star of that, and she's great in that. But I haven't seen her in anything else that I can remember. What do we know about her?
Is this Mako Sari?
Mako Sari, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, what do I have?
I've seen her
she did. She was in a ton of other Kumashiro stuff. I feel like she was his go-to. Like he put her in everything.
Because she was there. Just kidding.
She just said yes.
No, I think he put her in. I think he may have put her in Inferno too. Like even in tiny roles and like his and relatively more mainstream stuff, I think he did too. I think it was kind of like Junko Miyashita being put in Tanaka stuff, like regardless of whether it was mainstream or erotic.
She's also in large ensemble films too. So she's in like World of Geisha. She's also one of like the Nikkatsu girls who goes in the realm of the senses too. She's in Female Yakuza.
That one.
So she had a lot of like supporting roles.
Yeah.
But again, she was like,
Secret Chronicle is like her biggest role. Like I think that I've seen anyway. And she's so good in that. And so it's kind of like, well, and that does remind me of all these like starlets or ingenues at Nikkatsu that aren't always given a chance to shine. And then when you have someone like a Tani, that's why like Irina Miyai didn't really get a chance to shine until Tani made her exit. You have to wait till the big star leaves and then the little ones come up,
Or as like Gentry said, like in our group chat, he's like, what did I say? The best new starlet?
Scarlet.
Or Scarlet.
Scarlet. I was like, what?
It was perfect.
Yeah.
I love that.
But
she's good.
Somebody's getting scarred.
Somebody's getting scarred.
That's
Not
a good one, Gentry. No. But that's the thing. I think Mako is good in this, but then once you introduce Tani, when it goes back to her, it's just kind of like, okay, you guys are having sex to this recording of sounds. Where's Tani? Where's the director? Like, I want to follow this. I don't care about these people fucking.
But that it works for the movie in the movie because she is the girl that's like tossed aside. Tani's character. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Actually, yes, and it kind of it's the formula. You have to have more. You have to have sex, so it can't just be him chasing her down the street and stuff, and her trying to jump out of like
or riding gondolas.
Riding those.
That was beautiful.
That was great. I love that because I was looking around. I was like, wait, there's nowhere for her to like step onto, right? She was literally just gonna jump. From a huge height.
I know, it's so dramatic.
Love you.
It's so dramatic, and she's like, "It's like, come on." Or when
I believed it. Yeah, I was like, oh, because Tani made it believable. I really thought that
about
she
the
was.
noose.
Yeah,
the noose scene.
That's great too.
Oh yeah,
that is really funny. I loved that.
Yeah, I don't know how they staged that, but
I know, but it looks so beautiful the way she did it because the way she tied herself up, and then with the noose, and then it just was like, and then it was just a quick little scene. I was like, she was a pro. You could tell she was a pro. But also, like you said to Casey, was like the part when she's in the, I guess the ride, right, where she's all being driven. Yeah, I forgot the name of that ride, but it was like so dramatic, but like we believed it. She's like, "Oh, I can't do this," and you're like, "No, but it's okay." Like we're rooting for her.
Exactly.
I liked how it was shot too, because he was clearly like in some scenes he was in the gondola behind them, just shooting through the window. There's like dirty gondola window. Yeah. And everybody's looking at the camera in this movie.
Yeah,
there's so much looking at the camera. I mean,
love
I don't.
that in a lot of these. You
I
see
know
that in a
s-
lot of these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know some
Yeah.
people that don't maybe watch these movies that often, that like bugs them, but get over it. Like,
I
who
know,
cares?
I
It's
love
just
it.
part of the fun of like, look,
Yeah.
that just proves that they're actually shooting in real locations.
Hmm.
This isn't
Right.
some stupid like background, or they
Mhm.
don't have the money to clear a street. They're just going out there and doing it.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that's what. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well,
Case.
I was just was reminded that there is another similar darkly funny sequence in Lovers Are Wet where Moeko tries to hang herself, and then it doesn't work because her body is so heavy that she
Oh.
the thing breaks, and so she's trying to hang herself. It doesn't
Oh,
work. And
yes.
I was like, oh right, that is because she's the only good thing about that movie. So I liked
By
that,
the
but
way.
also it
By
reminded
the
me,
way.
yeah, like it's so bad. She's the only good thing about it. But I also, yeah, speaking of like people like noticing the camera, like Wet Lust is like that. Like there's so many sequences out in the street where like they're getting into fights, and then the actress is like topless, all
Mhm.
in some neighborhood, and there's people just like, what is going on? Like, I like the immediacy of that. It's not necessarily that it looks like, oh, these people are looking at the camera, they're shooting a movie. Like, it's usually behavior where it would definitely be drawing a crowd and drawing
Yeah.
attention. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's a little more, yeah, it's not like shooting like just a regular dialogue scene and there are people in the background being looky-loos. Like, no, it's usually something really crazy that like
Yeah.
I would be looking at if I was in public. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's like, especially there was some, I forgot which one it was, right, Dakota, where Tawny goes out in the street. I think it's with the bells, where she's like walking around and people are just like,
God.
Oh, Skin of Roses.
Yeah.
That's
Skin of
her one she got
Roses.
Skin of
scored for.
Roses.
Well, she was
Yeah.
nominated for the Japanese Academy Award, and she's
She
just
won
like,
it.
oh, she did?
Oh,
No,
she
she didn't
did.
win.
She's
She
so
won it.
good in that.
No, she was
Oof.
nominated. She was
She won
nominated
it.
for the Japanese Academy Award, not the
She-
other one.
She won the Japanese Academy Award for it.
No, it says that she was
Her-
nominated.
Her Japanese Wikipedia says she won it.
Are you going to question the Japanese on their history?
I mean, if she did, that's amazing, because like that role
She's
is
so
like
good in that.
but like the bells, and she's walking around, and then like people are like, "What's going on?" I mean, that's what you're talking about, right? Gentry is like
Yeah.
they're aware of the camera, but they're looking, but they're not like breaking that fourth wall, but then they are almost, which is kind of
Yeah.
fun about some of these like Roman porno, even like other pink film independent, especially, where they go out guerrilla style and they're just shooting something, and they're just like, what was the one that we also loved, Dakota? It was more of I think it was in the Sakan or one of the like AVs, where like they go on a
Oh.
boat and the girl's getting tied up and violated, and then like there's fishermen just watching and being like, oh, like kind
And
of
then their boats
excited.
connect,
The
and then
boats
the guys, the
connect.
fishermen, start fondling some of the girls' breasts from the boat, and then they go on.
Oh,
Like
that's
it just
funny.
happens like on
is-
screen.
That is so Jamie Gillis, whatever, on the prowl. Just picking up random people on the street and having sex with porn stars in the back of a car. That's
I mean,
crazy.
who wouldn't, right? I would
Wow.
with Jamie. I mean,
Oh no,
Yeah.
he
I know
had
that.
like a girl, and he was like, "Have sex with this girl," and he's just filming it. I think, yeah, I
yeah.
wouldn't have. First of all, I would not have sex with Jamie. No, I met him. He's less attractive in person.
Oh, I'm
You know
just
too
being-
much about him. Yeah.
no,
I
that
know
makes
way
sense.
too much about him.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I was
Yeah.
just joking, but yeah, that's the thing too. Like a lot of these films, you see a lot of that where they kind of break out into like in public, and something's happened and people are just reacting, and that's like, I think you see that in Women in a Box too, right? Especially in Women
Oh
in a
my
Box,
god.
which I don't want to give
Yes.
too much away to for Gentry. So once you watch
Jesus
that,
Christ. Yes. There's so much public stuff in that.
so much public stuff.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
really very daring. Yes. And I do love them talking about shooting some of the sequences in that sadistic and masochistic doc, where it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, we kind of had to make sure we were blocking stuff so people couldn't see stuff. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like it's really very daring what they did with that. Gentry, you need to watch that.
Okay.
Yes, just watch it.
And Skin of Roses, because yeah, Skin of Roses. I just watched that like last week or something, and like I had bells on my mind for a long time.
And inside of you.
Just
Inside
the
of
bells,
you.
yes, exactly, and yes, inside of me, yes, it was. Oh God, what a great movie! If she won an award for that, well deserved. Because
Yeah.
oh my God, that's one of my favorites of hers. I think she's so good in that.
How recognizable do you think Tani was like
Ooh.
at this time? Like on the street, do you think people would know who she was?
I would assume so. I mean, because it's like the biggest era of Nikkatsu's Roman porno, and like they're probably one of the few major studios during the 70s who still kept like the productions, the set, the attention they were getting for it. Plus, like it
Mhm.
was a big deal too when she announced her retirement.
Because I could assume
Yeah.
they probably did like posters, they did like kind of like small billboards, stuff like that, right? I would say Dakota, like they promoted her in this era too, when before she like officially retired, but like she was out there. You would see
I mean,
posters of
like the
her.
first apartment wife, Kazuko, would like had such a mainstream presence, and then she transitioned quickly too. It's like some of these actresses from the earliest era, it's like they were the peak, like they were the OG
Mhm.
Drag Race girls, like they got the most fame
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah. Who was
Yeah.
the Rebecca Glasscock of early Nikkatsu? Who
I love
was Rebecca Glasscock?
Okay, if people don't like Gentry just like smiling and just like nodding, like
Oh.
That's
And
season 1 bullshit.
the season one filter,
Somehow
filter.
top 3 on season 1. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's like also like there's probably like women too from like the sexploitation, right? They like that early like really famous stuff, and then like it changes right as the years go by. There's like always those certain girls that are just like they transcended what
But I mean, like, look at like
sexploitation,
even
right?
early hardcore too. It's like I know people almost like who don't watch or don't want to say they watch porn, but like these people are so well known, like they would be recognized on the street. Like
Mhm.
Yep.
again,
Well,
they're not
yeah,
less
they
than
were doing like
celebrities in
talk show
Hollywood.
appearances in the States
Mhm.
too. Like Marilyn Chambers would do talk shows.
Yes.
Linda Lovelace was doing talk shows. They were like they were punchlines on Johnny Carson. Like yeah, they were definitely known. It's just and that's why I remember when we had you guys on the show, we were trying to think of like an American version of Tawny, and I don't think we have one. I think we kind of said maybe Georgina Spelvin. I don't think we did, especially because Tawny's brand was so specific to like S&M and bondage, and American culture would be very against that and not want anything to do with that. And so
Would you
even
say
when
maybe somebody who was like known to do like uh anal or like some like double anal? It's like
An
it's like
anal auteur.
no, I'm just saying because
an
like
anal queen,
like
there
somebody who was
Vanessa Del
different,
Rio was an anal queen, but
right?
Vanessa Del Rio, yeah, I mean, she actually,
Yeah,
Because if you
maybe
think about
Vanessa's
it,
a good comparison, actually.
Vanessa's not a bad comparison, actually. Vanessa Del Rio, and also she
Mhm.
was like the only woman of color that was a superstar in porn. She was like she
I would
made her
say.
own brand just by existing and by becoming a star and having that sexually, insatiable appetite or whatever.
Mhm.
I mean,
There's a really good interview where she showed up on like a local Baltimore morning show, and it's on YouTube, and it's like they're interviewing like Julie Andrews. Like it's
ooh,
like legit questions going to the audience. It's not disrespectful. Like they're because and it's also like it's a predominantly black audience with
ooh,
black hosts, and so
Nice.
she was very important to the black American audience of porn, men and women. So like they're really respectful of her, and so I guess that is kind of like a Tawny thing where it's like there is that respect that is given based on the image
mhm.
and the persona that's built up. Because yeah, that's it. I just keep thinking of Tani being like, I was supposed to be a traditional Japanese woman, and then but she
Hmm.
also was careful about not doing anything that was made her look not disrespected, but I forget the phrase she used, but it was something like, yes, you can bind me and all that stuff, but if it's something that looks like too degrading to me as a woman, that I don't want to do it. And I think that's pretty true across the board for her. I mean,
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
because even like the shit in Wife to Be Sacrificed, gorgeous shit. Like,
yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not that degrading because it's like this woman made this beautiful shit. What a queen. we love beautiful shit.
I feel like when we talk about it, people will be like, the stuff we're saying is so crazy. Like, how could
I
it not be
know.
degrading? But she makes it
I
not be
know.
degrading because of like star power and willingness to do it.
Well,
It's hard to explain
Yes.
unless you just watch it.
Well, it's how she carries
Right.
herself, and
Exactly.
Mhm.
it's her face.
Yes.
Like you cannot.
Yes.
She has a very distinct like elegance to her
Mhm.
face. Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes it work. It wouldn't work with anybody. I mean, I don't want to say it
Right.
wouldn't work with anybody else, but not in the same way that she made it work.
Right.
I would also
Gentry, have
say
you seen that
oh,
sadistic and masochistic documentary?
Mm-mm, I haven't
Okay,
seen that.
because that's her first time she stepped in front of a camera since '78. and
Oh,
it's what 2001 or something.
yes.
And when she emerges, she still has it. Like
It's
it's
like
still
two
like, oh my
versions.
god,
You get two
this is
versions of
just
Tani.
you do get two versions of her. It's like this movie and then Painful Bliss. You get those two versions. It's true because I almost didn't recognize her when you see her later when she's like, totally casual. I was like, oh wait, that's still Tani, right?
Because
Okay.
like when you watch it, like at first when you first see her off, like and she gets off the plane, she is like geisha Tani, very like prim proper. Oh my god! Oh, and then she walks through Nikkatsu Studios, and oh my god, I remember you. She's very like, and they're like,
Yes,
oh
the
my
crew
god,
members.
they're like
Yeah.
they work. It's like the goddess has come down to earth kind of shit, right? Then when you see her after she meets with Kanuma and they watch the wife to be sacrificed, she's like all like hee like that, right? And then he's like smoking, like, I don't remember what we did. Like it was so funny. But after they go to the hotel and they're having dinner, she is smoking in jeans and her hair is down. She's like kind of cussing. She's like very opposite of like what you would think of like Tawny, right? It's very fascinating, which I appreciate because it's like you get that kind of rough and tough kind of Tawny. She's like, she's like a smoker. So
that is
Right.
funny. Well, I'm sure part of it
It's
is also
great.
like she was around like crew members and
Yeah.
Nikkatsu people, and it's like this is how I have to present myself. I don't want to like tarnish my image in front of them. Like,
Mhm. Yeah,
no, but
and that's the
it's
last time she was on camera too. We
She is on camera after it too, which I found out. So she appeared on a TV
Oh,
show in Japan
no.
in 2013, like a Where Are They Now segment. And it was kind of also tied
No.
into retirement from the bar she owned too. So there's like more
Oh my
updated footage
God.
that like I don't know, we show us that as Pink Iga Club.
Oh my
What's the
God.
story
That is
behind
exciting. Oh,
sadistic and
wow.
masochistic? Like, is there a story behind how they got her to appear?
It was produced by Nikkatsu. So they got a lot of people in that
Mhm.
document. Seiko Kazumi is in that documentary.
Yes.
Ogawa is in that documentary. I think it was produced by in-house by Nikkatsu, so I think they pulled some strings to get some people to come
And
The
I'm
back.
sure that
director of
they
Ringu directs it, and he was the AD on Woman in a Box. So he's like, "Oh, this is my
Yeah.
mentor, Kanuma." Then all the actresses agree to come back for him too.
It's so they probably pitched it like this is a reunion kind
Yeah.
of thing. Like, please come, it'll be nice and respectful.
I mean, I would love for that film to get like released here in the States so people could like
where is
kind of.
it? It's not included on like as a bonus on anything or.
I feel it must have originally included on something because there's an English.
It was on Wife to Be Sacrificed. Yeah, it was on a reissue of Wife to Be Sacrificed from Kim Stim. So they put that out twice. One was bare bones, and then they got a new remastered version that was anamorphic widescreen, and that's where that subtitle transfer comes from.
Oh, okay.
But we haven't really had any Tawny on Blu-ray. What the fuck is going on Blu-ray labels? So if you do Tawny and she don't want to, first of all, try to get her for an interview. Second of all, if you're going to be chicken shit and not contact her, then at very least get sadistic and masochistic, please. Like,
or the TV episode she appeared on, apparently.
Yes, please. I didn't know this existed. That's
and
crazy.
Also I'm gonna say like also get Two in the Pinku to write or do a video essay about it because who else is like who worships Tawny besides you guys? Two in the Pinku.
Well, that's something I will say about you guys, and that this is, I mean, no tea, no shade, but probably some tea and some shade towards other historians.
Here we go.
Sorry. Yeah, but you guys, and I'm very similar with sexploitation and adult, and I have been that way. And maybe it's because we're gay and there's a certain element of star worship that comes with being gay. Where we want to elevate women and we worship the women. We want people to pay attention to the women. So I know that you guys are some of the only historians that do that. Like you did an episode on Marina Miyai for Mary Aoki. Like you really focus on the women and like to discuss the women and why the films are women's pictures because the women in them are so important. So when I'm seeing these releases and there are none of these actresses interviewed, it really destroys me because I want to know what their thoughts are. And I think people are coming from maybe from a Western perspective where they're like, well, in America, if you contacted actresses who did sex movies in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, they don't want to talk because it's embarrassing. but I feel like at least with Nikkatsu, there is a sense of class and prestige to these because it's Nikkatsu. It's it's kind of like, let's contact some of these people. And as you mentioned, like, some these films were nominated for awards. Like the actresses were nominated, sometimes won awards. So yeah, like Watcher in the Attic coming out without a Junko Miyashita interview is like blasphemy to me. I'm just like, why would you
That's
not
crazy.
interview
It's
the
insane.
best actress, arguably, of the entire Roman porno?
Well, let me just play
Yeah.
like devil's advocate a bit, because
Sure.
Casey, you do this often where it's just like, why don't they get this person? Like, I always wonder, like, is it that easy? Are people even trying? We don't know necessarily.
I don't think they're trying, because if they were, I would think I would see their names in like a special thanks, because that's typically what you'll do. Like if they say no, then you'll say like special thanks to at least they said no, and at least they responded. I don't think that that's happening. I think that there's kind of a I do think like it's a fear thing. I think it's a thing like, well, we don't really know. We don't want to contact someone to talk about being naked on camera. I'm like, well, this yeah, like it been there, done that. Like I still do that. Like, it's like it's all about the approach. But and that's why I know you guys would make the effort to do that. If you knew how to get in touch with somebody, then you would make that extra effort to do that. And so that's why I'm like, let's get more Pinku involvement, please, with these releases, not including obviously the essays and the commentaries and things. But if you guys, I think, would be the right people to approach some of these actresses in the right way.
Okay, if we were the ones doing it, I would contact the Show Me Something Wrong podcast, since they are in Japan. And also they're willing to probably talk with someone who's done adult video. Like, they're not going to be scared to ask someone who's an adult video actor about their Pink films. Like, that's what I would do if I was producing the booklet, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, interview this person. They're still active. Like, let's find the agency, try to contact them. Like, that would be a dream, right? Like, for even Pink film too, like, that's not from Nikkatsu. Like, there's enough people still around. Like Yumi Yoshiyuki, she's an actor and director. Like, she's still posting online. Like, she follows us on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, shout out.
Wow. Okay.
But she also likes AI a little bit. For to de-age yourself in some pictures.
Well, we'll talk. We'll talk with her.
I get it.
We'll get that. We'll get that fixed. We'll have a talk with her.
Vanity is hard.
Even like a written interview would be great. Like, for example, like Tani. Maybe 2013 was like, maybe after 2013, she's like, okay, no more on camera.
Yeah.
Audio would be great, or even just something written, like what she did with the Weissers and Asian cult cinema. It's like just something that gives their perspective. Because
I'll give an example of that, because like for one of my favorite movies that got restored and is on 4K, Drop Dead Fred.
Love Drop Dead Fred.
I was like, where's this going?
I love Drop Dead Fred.
Okay,
where's my Phoebe Cates interview?
Wow. She's in that interview. She's they interviewed her because she doesn't like being on screen anymore, right? Because she retired.
Correct.
So they interviewed her, and it's written. It's like the written interview with her, and it's like
I love it.
It's the newest interview of, like with Phoebe Cates about the film, and she gushes about like, the experience, it was fun and all this stuff.
But I love that.
But she says, she's like, and they say, she didn't want to be on screen or on camera, so they just interviewed her and they wrote it. So I would think something like that for like a Tani or anybody of these actresses.
Like, well, look, we're begging. We're not going to be.
I am literally begging. I'm literally begging. Well, now that I'm obsessed with Girl Hell, and I know that Ogawa was in Sadistic and Masochistic, and I'm just like, and the other actress unfortunately passed away, which is devastating. So I'm like, where was my Ogawa interview? Like, I want to know what it was like to work with Kanuma on this particular film. She talks about doing another film, Erotic Diary of an Office Lady, in the Kanuma doc, but she doesn't talk about Girl Hell in that doc. So I'm like, well, I want to hear what it was like also to work with that actress who's no longer with us. There's just different perspectives that I really want to hear from these women. They can't all be the same story. They all have different lives and different experiences. I'd love to know.
To add to that, I think maybe you're saying, Casey, Gentry, is that maybe as time progresses too, we may get those interviews later on if we get more people that are like wanting to do, like, actually do the work. but it's gonna
But
take some
also, like, the
time.
more like people in Japan hear that
Yeah.
like there's a kind of this boom happening with Western audiences where things are happening, I think they would want to. Like the Japanese side for physical media is totally different. Like they're restoring films, but now they're doing 4K restorations. Like Nikkatsu's doing 4K, but then putting on DVD.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Blu-ray market isn't really a thing there as much. It's very niche, very collector, like not even kind of like what we have. Like DVD is still such a primary market for them. But then like Nikkatsu's DVDs still are pretty good. Like if you get into it, like their special features are usually like, okay, you can go through like an image slide through of like all the posters, stills, everything we have material wise in a film.
Yeah.
I love that. I love
So,
that. Well, and that reminds me of like Mako Kaji just came to the States for the first time in like
Yes.
decades for a touring retrospective of her films. It was New York, Chicago, and I think LA.
yeah.
And I'm kind of like, and that was sponsored here in New York by the Japan Society. And
Mhm.
so now I think you guys let me know that the Cinémathèque Française is doing a Nikkatsu Roman Porno series. And if they
Interesting
toured with
choices.
that, very interesting choices.
Yes.
Lovers Are Wet, which that is going to be that's going to land with a thud. I'm telling you right now. And
I
also
don't know. They
Blonde
might love it.
Animal, what the fuck is that? Like we don't need to see Blonde Animal in the
That one
theater.
will not land well. Yeah.
No, that
It
one's
will
probably
not
going to
land
be
well.
worse than
Oh my
What's Her Wet.
God.
I
If
think.
anyone shows
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
I know.
But here's the
I
thing:
know.
just the fact that they're screening those in France, like a classy venue, you know,
Which-
I hope that some of the Japanese like actresses and people involved with these films see that,
Yes.
and they're like, okay, maybe something's happening. Like,
Yeah.
you know, maybe I can make some money if I go and, you know,
I listen. I
go to
talked
some
to
of these
Sam Deegan
screenings.
about this recently. I messaged her and I was like, "Did you see the Cinémathèque Française thing? If Japan Society did it and they paid for Mako to come over, I'm like, guys, get Junko
Naomi.
Miyashita. Maybe I don't know if Naomi would do a personal appearance, but there are definitely women who are doing appearances with these movies in Japan.
But
So
here's the
they're
thing.
there already.
Yeah. In the West, you know, in America, Naomi Tani's not yet at the Mako level. I think we can all agree.
No.
But
Yeah.
that's only because they haven't seen her and her stuff hasn't been put out
Right.
in the way that Mako's has. You know, if you put a Naomi Tani box set out through Arrow,
Oh my God.
give it a couple years, people will be out
love
of
that.
their mind and like crazy about her.
Oh,
here in the West.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like especially the right ones too. You can't just put like
Mm-hmm.
all of them. You have to curate
No.
the right
Has to
right
be
ones.
curated.
They're mostly good, like
I
their
know.
films.
No, but like
Right.
get the ones that people would actually like watch, because there's some
Mhm.
that we have watched that we love that are a little less known, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like of course Wife to Be Sacrificed, and then one of like the last one, of course, and then maybe some in between.
Yeah.
It would be a good box set because then you could get a
Yeah.
taste of how she was. I mean, a nice little segue. Would we put Painful Bliss Final Twist on that box set?
Maybe not a Tawny box set because she's
Maybe,
supporting
not
in
a
it.
Tawny,
Yeah.
maybe not a Tawny box set, but I think it would be a good double feature with Shinjuku Midnight Story, Man and Woman.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
that was cool.
It's a nice
very
it's a nice
different
palette
eras,
cleanser.
but yes, right. Well, yeah, Man and Woman is that was something I was going to ask you. What if you guys had screened this instead of Man and Woman?
All people would have
What do
walked
you
out.
think the reaction would have been? Right. I mean, it's a lot more sexual assault.
I think
yeah.
there would be some
Yeah.
people in that audience that came that night would leave.
I don't know if we could explain the beginning in an intro to fully prep them for like the amount of
Yeah.
assault in the movie. That's to like,
And the
okay, here's some
ending.
context. Yeah, I don't think so.
Here's
And
the
the
funny
ending.
thing, though. In Shinjuku, Man and Woman, like they're tricking men into having
Yes.
sex with a transsexual,
Yes.
Mhm.
which is like played for laughs, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
But
much so.
I could see people getting upset about that as well. Like,
Not as much when we screened it,
know.
and there were and then we showed it to other like friends of ours too that they
Yeah.
thought it was great. They enjoyed it. They thought it was fun, and yes, it's a little like
The ones who were like critical, like they thought some of the elements were dated, but they really like seeing what it kind of gave and they're positive about it.
Yes.
But like oh
Mhm.
my god, Painful Bliss. I don't know how they would explain that, like the level of like assaults in
Yeah.
it. Or also like to
Yeah.
see
Right.
like a trans awakening from assault and her being nasty towards other women.
Yes.
I mean, J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling,
Yeah.
where?
Yeah, right,
That did kind
exactly.
of throw me.
You
Yeah.
guys chose the right movie, I think.
No, because like
for that movie.
so
Yeah.
let's just get into it. But like
Yeah.
I was telling Dakota after we watched it, I think yesterday, I was like, I can't wait to get Gentry's perspective, and then I sent it to you, Casey, too. I'm
So
like,
crazy.
I want to know Gentry's perspective, because again, this is, Gentry, you're our
Nuts.
straight man,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
Happy
my
Pride,
perspe-
Gentry.
Yeah.
Happy Pride.
Fierce Brock ally.
Yeah, so I wanted to know, because again, most of these films are like, other films, like other straight guys we know too will watch some of these films. Some of them haven't watched Painful Bliss Final Twist. So now, because you've seen it, and let's just get into it. What did you think about this film?
Yeah, what did I think? No, I liked it. I always just start with that. I just thought, like you said, I think the turn from our character, turning into like kind of a bitchy, trans girl. I don't know if I love that as much as the more fun. I mean, it's played for laughs again as well, but yeah, I don't know. Like I also thought that the relationship between him and our Yakuza thug that Casey thinks is super hot with the
Oh my
sunglasses.
Which
God,
he
he's very hot.
He was.
I thought that was kind of.
I will say this.
Yeah.
Do you know how many hot guys there are in these movies? Like
Not money.
less than 10. So I gotta grab onto the ones that I see.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
so
continue.
Kitayama,
Sorry.
yeah. So Kitayama, that's that's the pretty boy, right?
Right.
Like he is. I just thought it was funny that he's a pretty boy that our Yakuza guy, is in lust with and clearly has a thing for. So I was like, why does he need to transition? Because he likes him for what he is, right? Like they have a thing going and it's fine. I didn't understand why he needed to transition, because they had a thing and he kind of switched it up. But then it doesn't seem to ruin the relationship, because I think our Yakuza guy swings always. So
Right.
I'm overthinking it, but I was just I know that there are situations
I
like
think
this.
there's a reason for it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could
I
say
do.
that too. Okay, so like based on like a Japanese understanding of like gender and sexuality from this time period. So okay, I think we could all agree like he has this kind of gay awakening.
Is that the
right?
idea that like when he's been like turned, he like has no choice. He has to turn into
He's
a
kind
woman.
of going like the next step of like not just being gay, like I'm effeminately gay, like I'm Okama, I'm a cross-dresser, and it's kind of that mixing of like when you think of like Funeral Parade of Roses too, not all of like the characters in that would probably identify as trans. Some of them would just see themselves as like very effeminate gay boys.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how this character is doing it.
Yeah.
But then it also goes too far too at the one point where like, oh, I don't like your breasts.
Yes.
Right.
And I think that's what's kind of happening, is that like this our pretty boy is like kind of going through all the emotions and kind of feeling
all the hormones.
All the hormones too. It's like he's just going through it all. And I think that does not to speak for like any trans woman, but like sometimes that does happen, and then like they have, but I think that's like kind of the journey of just like figuring out. It's like
he's still discovering himself. Sure,
in a way he's discovering himself, but it's through this assault that he's doing it. Because I think if it was more of like he had that first time gay experience, I don't think he would probably go that far, because his first time is like, it's crazy, and and then Tawny's there.
Less tangled,
yeah, he got less tangled.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Jesus.
No, but also I mean, let's say like you got Tawny in there, it kind of messes things up too, I think, right? Because if it's just man on man, you two together, that's it. But because you have a woman in there, I think it kind of puts it in a different perspective for the character, where he's like, oh, there's a woman, there's a man. Like I think he's kind of like,
so now he's competing. I could see that.
Yes, he's competing.
He's in this relationship, and now he sees Tawny as like his competition.
Yes,
so he's transitions to
see
like
that.
Yeah.
Chris was also saying that like it looked like our
You're gonna love
lead
this.
is transitioning into Arina Miyai, his girlfriend character in it.
Did
The
you see that,
look?
Casey? Look
Yeah.
at
I could see it a little bit. Yes, right.
Yeah, because remember,
I could actually. Yes.
because like especially
Yeah.
towards that scene where she shows up, right, and she's wearing her little
Yeah.
outfit, and then you see him kind of come in with the cakes. You're like,
Mhm.
wait, the hair, the outfits, and then the way he's kind of playing it up,
Yeah.
and I'm like, he wants to be an Arena's character, right? He wants to be
Maybe.
like
Right.
that.
Which,
But-
frankly, relatable. I want to be Arena too. Are you kidding? Set me on fire like Arena. Yeah, that's what all I want for my birthday. Set me on fire like Arena Miyai.
Oh my god.
I thought it was also kind of like, I don't know, that I went back and forth between thinking if it was a genuine trans awakening or if it was like Kumashiro being like, or like, yeah, this is how like an alpha male would respond to like, well, I enjoy getting fucked, so I guess I'm a woman now. And
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
just decides to become a woman, not because he actually feels that he is a woman or it awoke something in him. What it awoke in him is that he likes his prostate being obliterated. So like he's like, well, only a woman gets fucked, and so that's the way it is. So I guess I'm a woman now. I went back and forth between those two, and I feel like that's what makes it so interesting because I don't think it's clear. It's not clear cut.
No,
It's not as clear cut as like man
Okay.
and woman, which I think is a little more easier to navigate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this one is just like, and I think that's what makes it less. I mean, it's still quote unquote problematic, but it's less problematic just because it leads to that discussion of like, well, what does this mean? Well, you know,
Mhm.
like, is this a trans awakening movie? Is it a trans story, or is it just a story of like that conservative guy who decided to dress up like a woman and pretend to be trans on social media to get
Oh,
attention,
God.
and then
Yeah.
acted like it was a big gotcha when he's like, gotcha, like everyone supported me, but you, jokes on you guys, I'm not trans. I just did this to get attention. It's like, okay, but you know, if you were trans, we would still support you. It's like, yeah, but I'm not. You guys are freaks. It's like,
Well,
so
isn't
I
it
went
like
back and forth between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see at the very end though, his character is alone and she's still living her life
Mhm.
as a trans woman. So I think it's
But with a
legit.
disgusting twist.
with a dog
Well,
somehow.
And so
involved. I don't
that's
know.
why that kind of throws that into
That's why you wouldn't screen that.
that's why that throws that into like that makes me that keeps it questionable for me too. It's like if he still
It's such
has
a
that
small
dog to eat him out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then
But
it's
does
like,
like the
I have
John
this dog to
Waters
eat me out.
callback of it
It's
make
still
you think it's like
very
divine, right? I don't know if it's like, or are they almost thinking like, right? It's like a drag as character then? I don't know. It's interesting. I guess, okay, in
right.
terms of like queer nightlife, like we do see a peek into queer nightlife into this film. Like it's a real gay bar run by
Love that
Ken
scene.
Togo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
with great music.
And Ken Togo
yeah.
appears in it dancing. Also, Ken Togo is known in Japan for like founding different gay magazines, directing hundreds of adult video. He also produced some of the early gay pink films
Yes.
using one of the assistant
Yeah.
directors of this movie. So there's kind of weird connection. Some of the pink film fans were saying like this film is kind of progressive for the 70s.
Yes.
Just because of that
Interesting.
scene and those
But just
people
in
involved.
general, like the whole storyline of it seen on TV, also like because it came before gay pink film, they were kind of shocked like it could
Mhm.
do so much.
Well, just the fact that you
Right.
have like a macho man like Ryuji, who is into dudes and he's into women. Like that's pretty progressive
Right.
right there. Like a Yakuza thug, like
Yeah.
just
Right.
Whipping it
you have-
out.
Yeah, he's literally like just like
I mean,
any
yeah,
hole
he's
is
an
a
abuser,
goal.
but
Right.
Any hole
And
is
those
a goal.
scenes are not quick either. Those
No.
scenes, and eventually
and
once he
they're-
starts to like it, it does not cut away. And so I'm like,
Right.
okay, you have to remind
That
yourself
moment-
who the
yeah.
audience was for this. It's like it's not for this particular audience. So it really is very interesting that like, yeah, there was no gay pink at this time, but this is very similar to what I think they would probably be like.
Yeah, I mean they
Probably.
share like
not
that.
not in terms of the sexual assault, but in
Yeah,
terms of like the
almost-
way it was filmed
Yeah,
and the content it would have.
that like tender
don't know.
kiss that they have at one
Mhm.
point is kind of like, oh wow, dude.
Well, and also
Um,
playing house.
Devoted.
They all play house
Yes.
because like you have
Right.
our Yakuza guy, you have our trans girl, and you have Tani. They're
Tani
all
just wants to use the bathroom. Let her use the bathroom.
Oh my God,
that
I
was
know.
funny.
funny.
I thought for sure she was just gonna piss on the floor.
Oh my
I
god,
was
she was
waiting
like,
for it.
She's like, he's crying in there. I can't use the bathroom.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, like
It's so funny.
But then
the
And
actor
then
could get interviewed for this
then she
movie.
gets.
oh, so go ahead.
What?
Sorry, Dakota.
I was like, okay, the actor could get interviewed for this movie. He's still represented by a talent agency and says this is one of his favorite roles
That would be amazing.
Really?
of the trans character.
He's really good in it. He's absolutely he's very dedicated. And it's
yes.
interesting to compare the two halves of the movie. He's way better in the second half,
Mhm.
post transition, and he's really dedicated to that performance. Yeah.
What's also fun
yeah.
because like we've seen other films with him, right? And he's
Mhm.
kind of sometimes he'll play a creeper. He
He has
plays
played bisexual in a movie
Yes.
where he cheats on his gay boyfriend. The gay boyfriend then runs away with his bestie, and then men also assault both of them too.
Yes.
And there might be dentistry involved in the beginning with the girl.
Yeah.
It's called Woman of the Afternoon in Sight. It's like a really
Yes, I
good.
heard
Yes.
about that. I need to see that. Okay.
because Arena's in that. Your girl
My
Arena.
girl. God, I
So-
love her. That was the biggest bummer about this. Was I was just like,
Not
well,
enough Arena.
at least she got some good business through the end. But I was like, Nikkatsu still didn't know what to do with her. I don't think.
She's just
No.
like, she's the
Yeah.
just the secondary girlfriend.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's a.
But she's a
short
little
section.
too, like you'd mentioned this before, where she reads as older than she was, and so she couldn't have played one of those three high school girls. She wasn't like an Ogawa who played high schoolers for like 6 years or whatever, because she just looked always so young. Yeah, she's
like the
looks like an
businesswoman,
an office lady. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like total office lady, teacher vibes. Yeah, like that makes sense that those would be the roles she would have. So it makes sense that this movie doesn't really have a place for her. And she also wouldn't play the Tani role because, like, Tani's the draw, and you
Mhm.
want
Yeah.
Tani in that
Mhm.
bigger role. Yeah. But
I mean,
at least she gets
also
some good licks in at the end.
yeah, it's true. She gets a bitch slap Tawny,
Mhm.
and then Tawny's like,
does.
right back at you.
I know.
But I think it's
Is
like a
this her
rite of
only
passage.
interaction on film?
No, they interacted before.
Madam Evening
Okay.
Glory, Arena is her like a flower girl assistant. They're working together in that
Okay.
film. It's also crazy Tawny one because Tawny's tied upside down and becomes like a human flower vase. at one
Oh,
point.
it's beautiful.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
like the way she's hanging, and then also they just slowly put like stems in her vagina, and it's just like, and then like one of the scenes they cut back, and she's just like hanging, and the flower comes out. It's like art. It's art.
That is art. Wait, who directed that? Do we know? Was it Kanuma?
Sounds
No.
like it, yeah.
No, it's the other bondage director. Oh my god.
Is
keep
that like Lady
talking.
Moonflower? It's not O'Hara, is it?
No, because
It is-
O'Hara.
It
It is
is
called Lady
Fuji.
Moonfire.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Interesting. So it's Fuji, the guy who did None and Ropel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Skin and Roses. That totally tracks. Okay. The guy who did Skin and Roses. So he does for a flower vase what he does for bells, basically. In Skin and Roses, he does for late. That's great.
No,
Yeah,
and
that's
also-
interesting.
I would say like I think O'Hara just knew how to light Tawny the best. I would say that. Whereas like Kanuma just knew how to like present Tawny as like this goddess creature of bondage, So every director had their like kind of version of Tawny, I would say, and some were good, some were bad, and just. But I'll go if you're getting Tawny, you're just gonna get presence, and she's not always in this film either, too, right? She's just there a couple times, and then it's mostly our lead's movie, like from
Mhm.
like from boy to and then transition
Boy to woman.
boy to woman.
What a woman. Yeah.
I'm surprised you like this so much, Casey, because there isn't like strong females in it.
There is a strong
there's-
there is a strong woman.
There is a strong woman. She becomes a
Just
strong
kidding.
woman, right?
Too
No,
strong.
if it was, there are a lot of like, well, like I'll mention it again. Lovers are wet, piece of shit, centered around a man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, and Chris has said this. You both said this. So you and Dakota have both said this. These are women's pictures. So if it's not focused on a woman, my interest is already depleted by 50%, and you got to bring camp, or
Mhm.
you got to bring like shocking violence or style. And if you're not bringing any of those three things, then it's just like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, where are the women? Like this is terrible. Like, Momo's Lips is another one. Which focused on
that's
that guy
rough.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And Momo is, the singer is barely part of it. I'm like, I don't care about this sleazeball. It's just, I don't care. So even if it's a woman at the center of it who's going through like pure hell, it's still, I'm focused on her and I'm like invested in her story. Like I want things to be okay with her. If it's a dude, I'm just like, whatever. He's trying to get laid and raping his way through this town or whatever, Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
Rape
that
13 Hour is a good example of something that's very male centric because it
Yes.
also is very queer.
Mhm.
It is very rebel without a cause. It's he becomes a rapist because he's in love with this guy and wants to
Yes.
be like that guy.
Yeah.
So
It's a fucked
yeah.
up movie, but it's done well, I would
fucked
say.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some very graphic male violence in that movie that is very it's very like a it's like a gay bashing attack
Yeah.
essentially in that movie. It's crazy. Maybe I'll watch that tonight for Pride.
For Pride. Gentry, you don't have to watch that one.
Enough.
It's not part
you
of
don't
my
need to watch
homework.
that one.
It's not a part of your homework. You don't have to watch that one.
It's like a fun
No.
exploitation film.
It is more
It
exploitation.
really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
But it's
and there's
more
a
of a-
gorgeous sequence with like a rape sequence with like the swan feathers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
That's good.
it's so stylish. Yeah, I do love that sequence too. Yeah.
No,
it's a
I
good one.
want Gentry to watch Woman in a Box instead.
But
I really do. And then you'll fall in love with Seiko, and we'll talk about
Yeah.
Seiko.
Yeah.
Speaking of swans,
Yes.
Casey watched a movie, that we all enjoyed that he did not.
What?
Oh.
Okay,
One,
so
two,
Gentry. Okay, so
three.
Gentry's.
Wow.
1, 2,
Gen-
3.
Which one is it?
Gentry's gay trait is that he likes to be messy and try to get people to
Oh.
talk shit.
No, I'm trying to remember what movie was it.
Pleasure
Okay, it's
Campus,
recent.
I just
Secret
watched
Game.
it. I
Oh,
just
you didn't like
watched it.
Pleasure Campers?
What?
No.
Wow.
I don't. It's the volume is at 11 the entire time, and it's really exhausting. It's just
So
it's
good.
exhausting. It's
I mean,
exhausting.
that's why I'm surprised, because if you liked Woman in a
No.
Box, you would like this film, because it's
It's
kind
a
of the
different
same level.
tone.
It's the same level.
But
right?
that's a different
Oh.
tone. I think it's like that is primarily like
It's
a
more
horror
poetic.
tone,
It's
and
more
then
poetic.
eventually becomes like very darkly humorous. But this, I get you, and you realize very quickly that it's supposed to be like a parody, and it's supposed to be funny, but it's just it's just so loud the whole time, and I'm just it's
What did
everyone's
Dakota
screaming
say?
and
I
yelling,
can't
and it's
unhear
just,
Ayoko Oda's screams.
You know,
Yeah.
she's
yeah,
like,
see, I love her, but I
Yeah.
like her better in Sex Hunter and female dirty teacher, female teacher dirty afternoon. But that's a
Yes.
completely different kind of movie. That's
Yeah.
like her actually giving like, an Academy Award level performance. No, I love her in Sex Hunter. This was just kind of like, okay, God. There were some things I liked. I liked the golf balls. I thought the golf balls were nuts. The golf balls were crazy. I liked seeing Junko, that whole subplot about like the robber, whatever.
Yeah.
Junko Miyashita.
They're doing like a little robber role play.
Ogawa wasted. I was like, why is this even in here? And I don't know. It's just I was watching it because I wanted to see more by Kumashiro.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
he did
same.
this like 3 years later. And it's funny because I just watched Woman with Red Hair last week, and
Which you also did not like, and we were surprised.
It was exhausting. It was exhausting,
Ooh.
but Junko elevated that for me.
That movie is like amazing, and she was also nominated for the Academy Award.
She should have won.
She should have won too.
She's the thing about that movie that I love. I loved her in that movie so much. That's why I gave it like at least 3.5 stars and a heart. But I like her better in other stuff like Beauty, Exotic Dance, Torture. I'm like blown away by her.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And Sada Abe, she's great in. Oh my God, like she's so
I
much
think
better
she's
in Sada
better.
Abe than
I think she's
anybody
better.
in The Realm of the Senses.
I think she's better in what is it?
Woman
with the red hair. She's better in that than in Sada Abe.
She's so good. I mean, she should have won awards for all of those. Like she's next level fantastic.
Well, it's like I said this before. Like you got Junko, who is Betty Davis, and you got Naomi Tani as Joan Crawford. They both have this quality of like
that is very good. And then Arena, who's Barbara Stanwyck. Yeah.
Yes.
She can do anything. Right. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Pleasure Campus. Yeah, no.
Have you seen Girl in the Wooden Horse
Torture? No, I need to. I can't find
Okay,
it to
if you
download
want like
anywhere.
unhinged bondage, but
That
more of
one.
like that erotically charged story between a man and a
Mhm.
woman, I guess like that would be the one. Like it's so dreamy
that.
too. It
Who's
looks
the
like Nightmare on
stars?
Elm Street.
Would you
Mhm.
say
You get
Gentry?
Shir
Oh,
oh, you get
just asking.
Shimamoto, who's like a classic bondage actor for even
Mhm.
independent Pink films in it. Also, you're gonna see him on like different Sato and like the Four Heavenly Kings of Pink stuff, but like it's really
Right.
good.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to
It's
watch that. Yeah,
it's like
it's on my list.
you'll feel like kind of sweaty and just like kind of like, ooh, it's hot, because it's just the way they just go at each other.
Yeah,
But like
see,
it's
that's what I
mostly
like, though.
yeah.
I like that, and that's why Pleasure Campus. I was like, well, all this is in service of like a parody. That just it felt. You know what it was like? It was like watching. It was at the level of like an airplane. Where it was like the movie Airplane, like it
I
was
love
so high
Airplane.
level. I do too, but but also I laughed at Airplane. With this, I was like,
Um,
okay, I get it. I get it. You're like making fun of this and making fun of that, but I wasn't laughing.
I
Um,
was laughing.
it,
We
I
were
was not. I
laughing. We
didn't.
were laughing.
I only laughed at the golf balls. That was it. But then everything else, I was
wow.
just like, oh yeah, I get it, Kumashiro. Like
I
I
mean,
get
I
it.
think
Whatever.
that's like for us, because like for example, it's like Dakota and I, like we do. There's some films that are endurance films, like for example, the Sakan series. They
I still
are.
need to see those.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you'll
No,
have
you don't.
like because it is very endurance based. Like it's nonstop, crazy at a 15 or a 20,
Now
and
that I can do. I think it's just like for like Woman in
not
a
for
Box.
Gentry, not for
But are those
Gentry.
shot? Are those 35 millimeter? Or are
No,
they...
this is adult. This
It's
is
shot on video, but then
Yeah,
it was
that's
blown
what I
up to
thought.
35 mil for the screenings.
Yeah, so they just
That's
look like shit
crazy.
too. They
Yeah.
look
Right.
as grimy as
Also, they're
as the
plotless, so
content.
they're essentially adult
Mhm.
video, which also is I was curious like what the Weisers were talking about because they reference some of the Roman X titles. I'm like, no, like this wasn't had like no budget and wasn't shot on film. Like I don't know what you watched.
Mhm.
yeah. Never don't.
I don't
No.
know. There's a lot of situations where I don't know what they watch. But for me, it really is about tone. So like Sex Hunter, the tone of that is just like, okay, you
Beautiful.
know
It's
that
a cinema.
it's beautiful, it's intense, so you're in it for the ride. I think because like I'm watching all of this horrific shit and it's like, well, it's a parody, and it's like if it had been like
Mm.
straight faced, like straight faced, like this is a horrific school. This girl's getting assaulted by her parents, her teachers, the guy she likes. Like I probably would have enjoyed it more, which
Or like
sounds
White
really
Rose
fucked up,
Campus
but
style?
Have you seen
that
White
I still
Wolf?
need to watch, and I
Okay.
probably
Oh.
would like White Rose Campus because I don't think that that is
I
necessarily
can't.
supposed to be funny, is it?
I when the first time I watched that with Dakota, I was like, "What the fuck did we just watch?" I felt so like I needed a break.
Which is saying something for you.
Exactly,
Yes,
because
it
we've seen
is.
some nasty shit that
Wow.
I like the
Yeah.
Sakan. I was like, okay, this is great. I
Yes.
love this. White Rose Campus. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, when is it gonna stop? That's
I
what
have
I
to watch
thought.
that.
It's the
I
Magic
just
School Bus.
downloaded it.
It was the
Is
Magic
it-
School
it's
Bus.
Is it
Well, it's
Yoko
impossible to get a
Oda, like
hold of that.
screaming the entire time for that movie too?
Oh my god, poor
The
poor
girls are
girl.
all screaming and crying all the time.
Oh, all of them
Yeah,
are okay.
all
not
of
just
them.
one.
Oh, that
Okay.
would wear on me. But if the
Yeah.
tone is different, then it's
The
fine.
tone
But
is nastier. Like it's not really a comedy, except for like
No.
a jarring ending. We're like, okay, girls, we're fine. Let's go on.
I do remember reading about that, so I'll prepare myself for that. But
No, but like that's why I think
yeah, I'm more okay with that stuff. Like I
Mm.
have a strong stomach for that stuff because I'm coming into it viewing it as like kind
it's
of like a horror
absurdity.
movie.
They're kind of absurd too, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yes.
and I think that's why,
Yes, like the crazy Coke enema in Sex Hunter, like that's
Oh.
incredible. But it's kind of like, God, this must be
Sponsored
horrible
by-
for her. Then I'm like, well,
sponsored
wait,
by
this is
no,
like
it's Pepsi.
this
It's
is
Pepsi.
artistic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's Pepsi, right? Joan
Oh
Crawford's
my-
favorite. You're right. So
Oh, yeah.
it's but yeah, that's like there's horrific stuff that I can. And like all the pissing and like Beaver Book Girl and like
Mhm.
That's a
Beautiful Teacher
beautiful
and Rope
film.
Hell.
That's
I
amazing.
love that. Yeah, like all of this stuff is shot really well, and like Pleasure Campus was shot well, but yeah, it really is about tone and establishing that tone and keeping it consistent, or even not consistent. Sometimes it could take a wild left turn, then it's like Woman in a Box, wild left turn in
Oh,
that final
wow.
act, but it's perfection, chef's
Yeah.
kiss, like it totally works. And Pleasure Campus, it just was like I felt like I knew what he was trying to say with this type of film, and he just kept bashing me over the head with it. And I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. What else are we gonna do here? But the
Well,
cast is great. I mean, he got a really superstar cast with everybody in that. You know,
I mean, that's why
Um,
I would say like Painful Bliss Final Twist. It could be jarring to most audience, but like if you've seen enough Pink film, you would know like okay, it's not as nasty as it could have been.
yes.
I feel
Right?
like
It
most
could have been
people would
Rape
find
13th
Pleasure
Hour.
Campus more appealing than Painful Bliss, though. Like, I don't
In
know.
what way? In what
It's more
way?
intentionally nasty from the get-go.
Well, it
I
depends
think
True.
on
people would be confused
who
by
you're
the
talking
nastiness
about.
and trans awakening of this film. Like, that would be more like what versus like Pleasure Campus is like this is like nasty, right?
True. True.
Well,
I would just say,
Pleasure Campus is like I hesitate to
yeah.
talk about it too much and laud it too much because I feel like I'm not like the
Give it
edgelord
4.5
type.
stars.
But I know I loved it. But I
You
also
should have
think
given a 5.
Give it a 5.
yeah, it could be co-opted by the like edgelord types that are like, oh, come watch this crazy movie. It's like I don't.
Who
To a
wouldn't
certain
understand
extent.
Yeah.
what he's trying to say with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They
could see
can stick
that.
to the Sato sets. Just kidding. Kidding.
I mean, that's why Sato's out more
That's what's
because
yeah.
that's
what's happening.
edgelord. That's the
Yeah.
edgelord types, and then also like the Sato experts would
Oh
not
my
like
god, I'm kidding.
the Sato experts would not like pleasure. They would think it's too much
I think that's true.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think so. Yeah.
because
It's weird because how is Sato like weirdly less extreme than something made like a decade earlier? It's
because
really
I would
crazy.
say too like
Yeah.
some of the Sato experts would not like his Roman X, which Dakota and I just fucking loved.
I enjoy it enough. I might need to rate it higher. I gave it 3.5 historical, but I might like it more. The more I think about the visuals of it, considering
Yes.
it's shot on video, I actually like it more than I think I rated it. I need to rewatch it.
Because like
But,
same thing with Lolita Vibratory Torture. That is like
I love that.
that's like pretty like almost horror. It's like a horror film, right?
People like that
Well,
one though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying it's like
It's horrifying.
they would like something like that because it's kind of more horror, right? I put in quotation. Whereas Pleasure's Secret is just fucking assault after assault after assault. But like you say, Casey, it's like kind of beating over the head with it compared to it like being like more of it's like oh, it's a serious tone. Where this one's like it's not it's played for laughs, but then it's not at the same time. But it's still kind of chaotic and visually just nice to look at.
Right. I think the chaos of it in like a comedy in trying to be like nudge nudge wink wink was what was the issue for me. Like I've watched enough BDSM and violent pink at this point that like I've seen enough like nonstop sexual assault and BDSM that I'm like I can deal with this. This is fine. But then it's just like and also because I love Ayako Ota. And so I was kind of like, okay, let's see her do something else. Like I've seen her get sexually assaulted and scream and cry, and I'm like, I know what she's capable of. So it was just a bummer. I was like, I know that she's better than this. Like, give her something more to do.
Let's ask Gentry, like because like so far what you've seen, especially
Gentry
with
loves
like
her.
like with Pink film and like Roman porno, which you've been watching since with our assignments and whatnot. Do you like it when stuff is more extreme, or you like more of like a slower story and like what is the vibe so far, right?
No, I like a little bit of everything, but I do like the you guys kind of rag on me a bit for like the
Oh my
classier stuff.
We say that with love.
I do like the 70s like full scope like beautiful Roman pornos. That's kind of my thing. The melodrama. I like the melodrama for sure. But again,
you might
I
like
really
Lovers Are Wet
Pleasure.
then.
Yeah, I liked Pleasure Campus too. So yeah, I don't know. But
Yeah,
I liked it for being like it felt I don't know. It just felt unique and I don't know. I'm not saying fun, but
fun for some.
Yeah,
somebody. Yeah, we're fun for Kumashiro.
I don't know. The ending, maybe the ending really cinched it for me. Like that.
Yeah.
That
the magician thing.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know. Just kind of like calmed it all down for a moment. And kind of, yeah.
It kind of, I think, like you were trying to say with the magic show ending, I think it just kind of like it suits, like it wraps everything up in a nice bow and say, okay, like kind of a little wink, wink, like it's all better now. I think, right?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Is it? She's
They
like
put a
breaking down. Like
they put a
existential
Band-Aid.
crisis.
They put a Band-Aid on it and said, it's okay. Here's some Neosporin.
You're a kangaroo now. You're fine. You're a kangaroo. Don't worry about it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I want to
don't know,
see
Jeff,
more
because there's a few
Apartment
things I
Wives.
recommend to you, Gentry, because like what did I recommend to you?
Oh, actually,
Wait a
you
minute.
should see Apartment Wives. Okay,
Yes.
Junko
Mhm.
Miyashida's the one she debuts with is an amazing apartment wife film that's been restored. I think it's Apartment Wife
Mm.
Unforgettable Night. So she
Yes.
gets assaulted and has these memories of it, but it's such great close-ups of her face, such great acting and camera work in it. It's really underrated. Like I wish but also she's in so many Apartment Wives too. There's
Yeah.
also a bad one she did.
Yeah.
She was really the queen who continued the Apartment Wife line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've only seen the first one. and
Interesting.
I kind of want to do it chronologically. I don't remember if
Mm.
you guys did it chronologically or not. Did
We
you?
we just talked
Did you
about
jump
all of
around?
them.
We kind of skimmed. I don't.
Mhm.
Also, we skimmed with no mics and pressing play on one computer together. So
Yeah, that was way back.
That
wasn't
was
it?
our-
I still haven't listened to that episode.
Don't-
Y'all told
you
me
don't
not
need to.
Don't need to.
Yeah,
It's
good.
it's
Y'all
not
told
good.
me not to.
It's not good.
Don't
It's
listen to
okay.
them.
Could be
No,
worse.
but like we there's I think we watched only maybe because I forgot how many are there.
Oh,
but-
Remy Thomas is good. There's one where
Yes.
she has a secret
I love
past in
her.
blue movies, and it's kind of Jalo-esque, and I think she might be a German translator, if I'm remembering it right.
Yes, yeah, she's some kind of translator.
Interesting.
Oh, Apartment with Ass Slave.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That's
Yeah.
the one Chris liked. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Who's
There's
in
one.
that?
Do you remember Dakota?
Apartment with Ass Slave has like a Brazilian girl in it.
Oh yes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
how. Like, hey, you're a
interesting.
tourist, want to be in a
Yeah,
movie?
that's why I feel like this could
Very
be the
Mystics
next
and Bali, right?
box set similar to the Sweden pornos. It's like
Apartment Wife.
You
Yeah,
know
the
what?
Apartment Wives
They
thing.
would need to
Mhm.
ask us to help it curate because I don't want them to pick some of the
They're
bad
not
ones.
all good.
They're not
They
all
won't.
good.
I mean, the Club Super 8, they wouldn't do that set because there's no Sweden connection. There's
No.
But
No,
something
they
like
still
that.
might. I think that
Right.
they said on our podcast they were talking to Nikkatsu about doing other stuff that weren't Swedish related.
Oh, did they? I don't remember that.
They did.
Yeah.
Gentry,
They
you
mentioned it
edit these
too, so
shows.
they're expanding their market. Also, it's like they're releasing other European films that aren't from Sweden.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah, we're trying to get them to do the Sharon Kelly movie from Toei
Oh,
because I don't know
Mm.
who else is trying. Somebody should be. It's Sharon Kelly, major
Yeah, who's
American
got a-
sexploitation star.
Who's got a Toei meeting coming up that we know?
Oh
of?
my god.
Arrow, probably.
Label.
Mono Macabro.
What label has a Toei meeting coming up?
Actually, probably Mondo Macabre. They did Haunted Turkish Bathhouse, right?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
Toei.
That's your guys' gateway.
Yes, that was our
Like,
gateway to Tawny.
Jared,
Tawny
please.
gateway.
Right, I know. Well, Jared's trying to get Orgasmo Mariko, which Gentry, it is on my Plex. You need to watch that.
Okay.
That's a
yeah.
great one. That's
I know.
beautiful.
That is
Said great things.
stunningly good. It's a
I
rare
mean,
5 for
I-
me. I
okay,
don't give 5s out.
Gentry,
willy-nilly.
do you like metal?
Like metal music.
Yeah. Well, what else kind of metal would it be?
Like sound of
Not
metal
really.
clanking together. You
Yeah.
know.
Oh my
no,
god.
okay. I think I said it, but like I'm gonna try to get Dakota to do it for me, so we can do it on our Instagram. There's a scene where she her first kill. There's blood everywhere. Just let it play to Slayer's "Raining Blood." So when
Okay.
the intro is very slow and it goes with the drums, and then when it starts and it's like going really heavy, that you play that song to that scene, it's like
It'll sync up perfectly.
it syncs up perfectly.
Well, maybe
like-
I'll have to do that now.
Because I think I said it on my review too. I'm like, oh, it just reminds me of Rain and Blood.
You could do Tori Amos's cover, right?
Oh, I like Tori Amos's better
Yeah.
though. Her
Oh, I like that better actually.
her cover
what
of Rain and
for
Blood.
the theme of that movie, I like that way better.
because
yeah.
even the guys from Slayer said that was their favorite ever cover of their own song is Tori
Ooh.
Amos's Rain and Blood.
Yeah.
It's creepy, it's dark, and then the way she sings is very haunting. Because
Mhm.
other metal bands, they do their versions.
Try
and
both. Sync them both up and then let us pick.
It's like-
That's true.
No, something
Would
about
work with
pianos.
the ending. Well, what about the ending sequence? Would something work for that? Because that is with the
I have to look
animation, with
back.
the red,
the
with
Rise
the
of the
red
Moon.
I'll think of
Yes,
something.
Oh my god!
I could
oh my
find a
god.
song. I could find a song.
That was I that was when I had to take a break. I had to take a break after that. I was just
It's
like,
so good.
I don't know if I'll ever see a better movie. Like,
Here's
oh
the
my
funny
god.
thing. So, we're talking about this renaissance of, pink film a bit in the past year. It kind of reminds me of the early sort of Blu-ray renaissance of the giallo because they got the big stuff out of the way, but they're still churning out ones that people haven't seen yet. Like there's so much,
and they're not good
it
though.
it kind of gives
I
me
know
hope.
some of them
though,
aren't great.
that It gives just like this genre. Some of them aren't great. It's gonna happen.
It doesn't need to be. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's true.
But it does give me hope that even though it feels like, oh, everybody's into it now, like it's gonna become popular, blah blah blah. Like this could go on for a while, and the people who are really into it, they'll stick around and keep seeing it. And they'll there's still gems that'll come out even probably 10, 20 years from now, right?
I mean, I would say that with especially like sexploitation too. There's going to be probably stuff coming out that, especially with like hardcore, right? Using hardcore and then some sexploitations. Because I think, like for example, we could talk about like how people are really loving the Bunny Yeager, Blu-ray that came out.
Yeah.
What?
Are they not?
I love it. Oh my god.
Are they not?
From what I could see on
I haven't
Letterboxd,
gotten my version. I haven't gotten my disc yet, so
we haven't gotten our copies yet.
Oh,
so.
I'm gonna say I bought extras just to have it because I
know
knew
you
that.
did.
That's good.
No, I'm kidding. I have seen good stuff. People that know what they're getting, just like, look, these are fun little hangout movies with beautiful women and Bunny being Bunny.
Yeah,
Barry
and most people are just saying they love like the special features.
Oh yeah,
because who's on it?
Exactly. It's not like we don't make the release or anything,
But we kind of did. We kind of
did, right? Exactly.
Did you ever show your family those? Did you show?
I'm gonna give the copy to my parents.
You actually could. They're not like crazy
it's not
movies.
Bad. Well, my mom and dad could watch like. I mean, when
I don't
was
know
it?
what kind of relationship you guys have. With
It's very. I mean, what did we show your parents when they came to visit my parents' house? We were watching on ESPN. What was it? Say it, Dakota.
We watched Power Slap, where people slap each other and try to knock each other out.
It was amazing.
I've heard of that.
It was great.
Like, what is it? ESPN the Ocho?
Yes, the Ocho
connection here. If they like Power Slap, they'll love Bunny Yeager.
Yeah,
you know what? Tani could have done it.
Yeah, Tani would have done it. Absolutely.
No, but
actually, that reminds me, Chris, because like this is true, and also tying into what Gentry's saying, and I think you guys will agree with me that there are a lot of little gems in 80s Nikkatsu. And it feels like the people who are making choices for the reissues are stuck in the 70s. When meanwhile, I've been blown away by so much stuff from the 80s that I'm just like, this was really, you know what it's like? I think, Dakota, you may have said this. It's like Jess Franco's golden films era, where it's like, oh, people aren't paying attention to this stuff. And then they finally come out and it's like, oh, these are some of his best ever movies. And we just didn't consider them because we know Jess Franco in the 70s. So, I think Top Stripper and Pink Hut were like good examples of that.
Yes.
Where it's like that they're both 82. And so Nikkatsu was still doing good stuff and using good directors. And I really would love the Lesbians in Uniform films.
That would be a good like set together. That's what they should do.
That's a good one as a set because I think a lot of people would actually like those.
They're very cute.
Yeah.
They're shockingly not as offensive as I expected them to be.
Compared to Painful Bliss.
Well, because you think like lesbian films made for a straight audience, it's like, okay, this is going to be like a Bruce 7 lesbian video from like the 80s when he shot all the stuff on video. But it's like, no, actually, like, even though there are moments of sexual assault in those, the men are always the villains and the women always get back together. Because they basically one true pairing, those two at the end of every movie. And it's like, yes, I love them. They need to always end together. So I know I love those two actresses too so much. So from Beautiful Wrestler.
I love Beautiful Wrestler. And Gentry's like, it was all right.
I liked it well enough. I wanted more wrestling.
I know, right? I mean, it was like kind of, it was talking about stardom, which I think a lot of like most wrestling guys don't know about. Especially the hardcore bros, they act like they know everything, but it's
but I think it's also the Blu-ray labels. If they were told about these movies, and it's like
they
it's
go
like
over their head
suggesting the titles of it too, right? It's like, okay, if they were told by it, I think they would like it, but they're not being told it because like the pics are coming from people who want certain directors.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Periods.
Like, what's the state of Blu-ray like releasing stuff nowadays? Like, what's your give it, like, what's your prognosis here? What's the future look like? What's gonna
For
happen?
for us, like
for Pink.
No, for Pink on Blu-ray, like what do you see the future as?
oh, I mean, I think people are addicted to Sato, which is good, even though I'm hoping they don't get sick of him, right? It is crazy
I'm
that they
getting
didn't do a
there.
Zeze to switch it up, like,
Yeah.
because that's a mainstream director in Japan who, like, Japanese people would have bought the standard off of. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Sato
Yeah.
isn't really like, oh my God, the biggest director in Japan. If we're like, oh, let's also sell Japanese units like they're doing.
Right.
Right? I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." I would've looked at some other directors, but even Nikkatsu too, it's like, "Oh my god," like, people would like to see horror movies. I
Yes.
mean, God, I'm
Mhm.
like I know one that's always offensive that we've shouted out is, like, Nikkatsu does a genuine slasher that's not entrails, but then the title would have to be
Oh,
changed because it's called Hard
hard
Rape.
rape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
I have that downloaded. I need to watch it.
it's
I haven't
it's
watched it
like
yet.
it's basically like Friday the 13th, but like it's done
Mhm.
like in pink, like in a like Roman porno style, and it has some of the budget because I think it's shot on video, right, Dakota?
I think
I
it
think
might
it's
be
shot on
filmed at a
film.
VHS transfer.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It's
I
one
don't.
of the
Sort of
Roman
like
X
Hell in a
titles that
Bottle,
is on
similar.
film.
yeah. It's
Mhm.
like Hell in a Bottle. I mean, there's some
That's a
Roman
good one
X.
too. I mean, I would love that to come out. I think that's a good crossover title too. I think, and the ending of that is so audacious in terms of like the production design, and you know what I'm talking about, where it's just like,
Because
yeah,
Mhm.
that
we
would be a good one.
I mean, we talked about this too. We always say it's like, we would love, but again, it's like you have to get the right people to listen. Is like some of Nikatsu's Roman X should be released because you could sell it to some of the horror
Yep.
fans. You could sell it to some of the Sato
And the
experts,
edgelords.
the edgelords, quote
Hmm.
unquote.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised no one's like just came in and like, okay, Sato's happening with Vinegar Syndrome, which is from the Shinto archive, right? Like someone could
Hmm.
just come in and be like, okay, let's license the 3 titles from Nikkatsu that are from the Roman porno era.
It's
Mhm.
a
They don't have to
no-brainer.
they don't have to focus on the excess ones, which seems like like they're in the archive, but they've never been looked at or restored,
Mhm. Right.
right? I mean, they could. Also, he did 2 films for Toei.
Yeah,
Like, that's a
Yeah.
different licensor right there. Like, there's a lot of labels that Toei connect too. I mean,
yeah,
also, again,
Mhm.
I think you're gonna see stuff from different labels too. Like, there's definitely some like stuff in the works that's gonna be more
Right.
adventurous. But so far, no one's setting up a core Aiga, and they're the only Pink distributor that's still making movies.
yes,
That's interesting. I wonder why
Like,
that is.
and like they would have access to like
Hmm.
actors, talents, crew, and people if you wanted interviews and supplements too. Like Yumi Yoshiyuki, like her films are for Akura Aiga. Daisuke Yamanuchi from Girl Hell, he works for Akura Aiga now. Like
yes,
the horror bros would be
Yeah.
kind of vibe with it. I don't know. It's like I always
Hmm.
wonder why, but I think it's because no one was maybe asking the right questions before, right?
yeah. And
I
also,
think
they
so.
just did they. Oh yeah, they just released Girl Hell '99, right?
But who knows if they'll release any other
Yeah,
ones?
that's
Just
true.
kidding.
And
Oh,
that's
interesting.
one film I cannot watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
wait a
talked about
minute. You talked about
yes,
this.
I can't watch that one.
Yes.
I can't watch that one.
Triggering.
It's a
Yeah.
triggering movie, even though it's like everything I love about like the later like Pink era like films that are nasty and kind of digital. It's just something about it I can't
What
do.
year? What year was it?
99.
Oh,
99. Gentry, how strong are your edibles?
there you go.
Not strong enough.
Well, it always makes me think too of a comparison is like, the Shaw Brothers library,
Oh, it's like
is put out with
thousands.
Celestro.
Yeah.
So I want to see that happen
Right.
with
Mhm.
a lot of the Pink with Nikkatsu and
Absolutely.
all the other labels. Just put them out. Like, dude, do you know how much stuff that they have already put out from the Shaw Brothers Celestial Library, and there's still
Oh, I can imagine.
I
there's
know.
still
It feels
more.
like
And that's how
a
it is with
fifth. It
Pink
still feels
film.
like a fifth of it. Yeah,
There's
like there's
so
just so
much.
much.
You'll almost never run out. So just start
Yeah.
putting it out. All these labels need to like find their little niche of what they want to put out and just start putting it out,
I think
Yeah.
that's why they need to hire Dakota.
I agree. I agree. Well, because I think, and I will, see, I'm fine giving hot takes, and you know that about me. I could care less. I don't have an opinion. I don't have any, I don't have any
No
reputation to sink.
benefactors.
Like whatever. Yeah, like whatever. Yeah. So yeah. I think that the people that are the go-to people for this particular genre have been doing it for so long that it's gonna stay the same. And I don't think that they're expanding their horizons and looking at other stuff that they've never looked at. I will, like, how mad was I when I was listening to a commentary by a certain someone yesterday and was very dismissive of one of my favorite actresses and actually apologized for the name of one of her films. I'm like, how far along are we in this that you're still doing that? Like, that is not normal. Like, and that's kind of like, the tent needs to grow. The tent needs to expand. We need some more people with some different perspectives. And like, you're writing the book on gay pink, like that is a completely wildly overlooked area. Like, nobody's doing anything on that. And yeah, if they're gonna eventually release Muscle and the other Satos, that's great, but that's like a drop in the bucket. Like, there's so much other stuff that we could be getting. And I think that's why you really need more perspectives and more people that are coming to the table with ideas. And that's why Connie's exciting. Like, yeah, mentioning Shaw Brothers, My Name Ain't Susie. Like, who else was going to be releasing that? Sometimes it takes like, and their approach to it is very different. That's why I'm dying for them to do like A Tale of Happiness, because that is so not that is so not Roman porno, but it's something that would like
Connie
be a
has found
major
that lane.
crossover title.
Yes.
Yeah.
Connie, you know
and so
what
I
you're
think
kind
if
of
people want
getting with a Connie release. Yeah, what type of film?
Also,
I
like
think-
Connie's probably the rare label where they've watched Pink films before like the wave hit, and also they're familiar with different directors too. Like, again, they were asking me about different Zeze films too, like when I've talked with them, like things they were interested, like, oh, like, wow, it would be so great to see this, or have you seen this one too? Like, Ariel has like a lot of knowledge of Pink. It would be so exciting to see their picks. Like, again, but also too, I don't know too, it's like I would hope that with the Pink line that, like, oh my god, maybe they could kind of push some out to the partner labels that wouldn't work for Pink line, because then they could get more like artist driven picks. Like, there's ones I'm like, oh my god, like this would be so great for a certain label, like more gay films from a sub label, right? I don't know if like gay ones outside of Sato would sell. I don't know, like from Pink line.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Well, and also because I know at least in terms of Nikkatsu, like, and you guys have noted this. So yeah, they have restorations ready to go for a lot of really good stuff. So like, there's no restoration cost. They have beautiful 1080p restorations ready to go.
But
Like,
I
Wife
think they're
Collector,
expensive to
ready to
license.
They're expensive.
Well, that is the kind of, I think, the thing that would be the issue. But do you think that they would be cheaper if you went after some Roman X, like Hell in a Bottle? Would be a very interesting attempt, I think.
Maybe.
It's not,
I mean,
because it's not really a named title, but I could see that being a good crossover title.
maybe it's also depending too, like how they're doing it. Like Connie doing the double bill that they did too, instead of a one-off title.
That's probably the way to kind of, like say, hey, can we get these two films, and like they'll pay for it, whatever they got to do. But I think that's the way to do it, is kind of do like a double bill or maybe a triple bill, depending on like if it's a director or if it's like an actress or an actor, like however that's the way that I think would do it, right, Dakota? That's because remember when Dakota, when you reached out to Nikkatsu, like certain films, and then you asked them about they sent you Dreams Labyrinth, right? They said, oh, Dreams Labyrinth was
yes, like
Oh
not
my
like the
God.
file, but like, well, we could screen it, which is crazy. So
'Cause
like
That is
Nikkatsu is
crazy.
owning their adult video era. That's not Roman X.
that's
good.
because that's like what we talked about too, is adult video also should be, because there's some great adult videos that are not necessarily like just straight up like just porn. They actually did some story and some horror elements to it, like Red Account, My Bloody Angel would be kind of a fun one, because a lot of the horror bros the edgelords would like cry.
But they
would
also know of that title that had like
Yeah.
a bootlegger or some kind of Dutch VHS release back in the day. Like, it has that forbiddenness to it where like they could license it.
Yeah. But that's what we're just saying. It's like some of them can be released if they just kind of do the work.
Yeah.
Do the
But I
research.
think you'll
And not be
you'll
afraid
get
to
that.
like reach out and ask people who know things, is what I'm
Yes.
trying to say as well. Like,
Right.
I hope producers aren't like that, where they're I think that there are some who are afraid to ask questions because then it makes them look like they don't know what they're talking about. That shouldn't be how you approach these. Like, there are experts out there, like, harness their knowledge. Don't feel like, oh, I didn't do all the work on this, so am I really like a good producer? No, that's your job as a producer, is like find people that know what they're talking about.
Right. I think that was why the impulse line went swiftly downhill at a certain point, because
They were just
I
releasing
think
whatever.
at some point they were like, oh, they didn't know what the movies were. They're like, okay, nurse, nun, women in prison, great, we'll take those. Yeah, like they just went by code names,
but also
whatever was in their title.
I don't know if you guys noticed with
yeah.
like when you guys get the impulse titles and then they do the intro, which is one of the greatest intros to like Roman porno. It's like there's a couple films
never skip it.
Yeah, don't skip it if you ever get the impulse titles.
Replay it if you can, even if you're not watching the movie.
Yeah,
I need the soundtrack. Honestly, I need that.
No, but like you notice that there's some films are like they show in that like the intro, right, that are not released. There's a few films that were supposedly in the running, but then didn't get released. Which
there's a trailer compilation that shows kind of probably what they were interested in. So like Mask Crusader, the superhero one, this one, the first Apartment Wife was also in there too. Yeah. There was more from the catalog they just never got to.
Like Wet Lust, 21 Strippers. Wasn't there another one with what is her face? Kazumatsuri from Female Teacher, Dirty Afternoon. There was like a romance that she was in, and it's impossible to find in Letterboxd because the English translation is not in Letterboxd, but it looked amazing, and I was like, oh, give me more Kazumatsuri. I'm
that's a TMDB problem.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I tried to find it to add to my list. I was like, I need to see this because this looks fantastic. But yeah, watching that trailer comp, I was like, oh, we could have gotten these, and instead we got like Flight Attendant Scandal
and the Pearl Diver films.
Oh, and what was that other piece of shit? Story of
Jail
Nurses Dorm. No,
Shamed Angel.
True. Oh my god, true story of a woman in jail.
No, it was like Shamed Angel.
All bad.
All those women.
I
in
like
prison
Shame
ones.
Angel.
Shame Angel was good, but like the women in prison ones. The women in prison ones were horrible.
No, you know what I'm thinking of? Story of White Coat, which I couldn't even finish.
Oh, that was awful. Okay.
That was awful.
Which was only like 55 minutes. That was abysmal. But they
it was too much.
Like, well, it's nurses, so we can sell nurses. It's like, you guys, like I think because eventually they even stopped asking Jasper, because at some point Jasper stopped doing liner notes for those. So I think they just didn't even ask him for any titles. I think they're just like, well, we have to fulfill this contract, so we're just gonna like give us all these titles with like American exploitation tie-ins. And yeah, so it's a bummer. But at least we got Woman in a Box. And some other good ones at the end.
Also, you got Sato out of it. You got Lolita.
Lolita Vibrator Torture, right?
Which
is an abysmal transfer, though.
That's the version that everybody saw, right?
Yes.
That kind of blew up. Yeah. It kind of blew up Sato in America here.
I don't know if it's been restored by Nikkatsu yet, but they restored Wife Collector.
Wife Collector.
I have that downloaded.
But I think like I would say like if you loved like Lolita, and then also what's the other one? I can never say it right, but
Splatter Naked Blood.
You would like Lust Morgue. I think Lust Morgue is much more
Lust
better.
Morgue is so good.
I think.
Yeah.
Especially.
I still can't believe you guys got to see that in a theater. I cannot imagine what that was like.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh, people were like
squirming.
People were squirming.
People were taking photos of themselves watching the movie.
Yeah. I wonder who that was, Check out our Two in the Pinku.
Oh god.
Yes, that was a good recap. Yeah, Lustmord, because it was Lustmord and Kyrie Ellison, right?
Yeah.
And those are so
I mean, I said I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
Yeah. That's the palate cleanser. That's like, okay, let's calm down. And then before
sometimes
you go back
falling
into the
asleep
night.
is the greatest compliment. That's what Brian Eno used to say about music.
You know what? It's kind of true.
Interesting.
No, isn't it where it's like if you're washing,
Kumashiro would agree with that.
If you were thinking about washing like your clothes, like doing laundry while making music, that means it's probably time to do something else. Yeah. He did say that because he was about Roxy Music. It was about Roxy Music.
Oh, I love Roxy Music.
Yeah.
Fucking Eno. What can we say is that there's just so much more on the sexploitation side and the pink side. And I mean, look, just ask us. You guys need suggestions. Anybody out there, you're running a label, we can help out.
Ask specifically, yes, these two for Japanese, and ask us for American.
Yeah,
we're not gatekeeping. We're not snobs.
No.
Like we're just looking to help.
we're all of us in this call,
Yes.
we're super fans and passionate about this stuff. So we would tell you stuff that we would want to see and that we know that other people would want to see.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, Stephen Morwitz. Let's get those grand places out.
That's a whole other conversation.
Yes,
They're not putting
Wait,
out black.
I mean,
for the other
okay.
podcast.
They're not
Of
putting
the
out black and
titles
white
so
stuff,
far that
really.
you've worked on, have any of them
Mhm.
been like, okay, well, has there been like one where like, oh, you wanted to see it get a release, like you knew about it before you were contacted? Like, what's that one for you?
Yes. Well, that was when were they announcing it? They're announcing it July 1st.
Okay,
The one that they
JK.
just
Yeah,
did
stay
just-
tuned.
Okay, so
No,
Yeah,
but
the-
that was one that we were excited about because they're both pretty major New York sexploitation titles. So we
Okay.
were like, okay, great.
Mhm.
We have
Which
to be
also doesn't
involved in-
eliminate the possibilities.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's-
just like-
correct.
that means anything.
Yes. Sexploiters, I think we were excited about coming out.
Yeah, I
Raw
was excited
Love,
about
I
that,
think
yeah.
we were excited because it had been lost, so we'd never
Mm.
seen the complete version. The Jaegers, I got excited when we did the commentaries just because I'm not a Barry Mahon person, but doing all the research on it made me appreciate the movies and the people in them more.
Yeah, some of
Uh,
the girls that were in that.
And then the same with
Mm.
Jezebel and Turk. Like, I don't like either of those, but the people who made them are interesting, and so that made it worthwhile for me.
Yeah.
Is the
But
same
yeah, the
thing?
one project in July 1st was like that. The one that's coming out in July, that was the first sexploitation one. I think, just speaking for myself, that I was really excited about. I was like, oh my god, okay, this is like top tier sexploitation. Very, very exciting.
Casey dropped everything and acted as
did.
like shadow producer on that.
Okay.
because
I did.
We wanted it because we wanted it to be
I
good.
produced all of
because-
those
Oh,
extras.
God.
Yeah.
Ooh.
because those movies they deserve the extra a little mile.
So
for.
would Gentry? So would you say the same thing that what Casey was saying, or was there different films that you've worked on, or like stuff that you can't say is coming out?
that's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite? Was that the question?
Yeah, like is it like the same thing for you? It's like, is there anything that's been you worked on that's out already, or the stuff that's coming out that you can't say but it's like you're excited for?
Oh, that we're excited for. Yeah. That one's a pretty big one coming out
Okay.
in July. But I think there's a lot of stuff still. Well, there's stuff planned, but it's just not coming as fast as we kind of want it to. I
Gotcha.
know you guys have the same issue,
Yes.
you know.
Right.
There's just so much stuff we know, and the fact that we know stuff is available, or it's in a vault, or it's in an archive somewhere, and it just somebody needs to do something with it. Yeah.
Right. Well, we mentioned it, and I think you guys would agree with this. Where sometimes it's like not every release needs to be like a super tricked out deluxe box, like
Mhm.
with like cardboard and then a slipcase and like a giant book and everything. Sometimes it's just nice to have nice slim down versions of like gorgeous transfers
Yeah.
and maybe like a commentary or a video essay, and that's it.
Yes.
You know, like that would be perfectly fine. I
Like,
think
that's what Kino
Club Super
Lorber
8 did a
does.
good job.
Yeah, Kino's pretty good at that, I think.
They
Yeah,
have a long term
cheap.
because they're used to outputting stuff from studio things. So
Yeah.
they're like, we are basically the official distributor for like Universal or whatever. And so like they're gonna give us all these transfers and we just need to get them out like 10 a month.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's enough sexploitation at like Distropix and AGFA and a few other places that like, yeah, they could be doing like between 2 and 5 a month just to get stuff out. I think the issue is that a lot of that market is based on having like limited editions and slip covers
Ooh.
and having it be collectible instead of it being like, well, these movies are good and you should just have them.
Mhm.
But I feel like,
Or be able
but
to
yeah,
see
that's
them.
kind of like, but then
Yeah.
like the Shaw Brothers, like Arrow does the big Shaw scope things, but then Shat Factory does like
Yep.
Hong Kong classics or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're literally like boxes of 4 discs with like 4 movies and that's
Yep.
it. And it's
Yeah.
like sometimes that's
They'll
what you
have
just need to do.
commentaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's so much product, just
There
get
is.
it out.
That's
yeah.
exactly what they're doing. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Shout will put these packages together. It's just like you can tell they have so much that they're just like, okay, just take 6 by this director, throw
Yeah.
them in a box
Exactly.
set and put it out.
Yeah.
Yep. You could do a Kumashiro. Just do a Kumashiro collection. Just throw 5 or
He's
6
too
together.
respected. They would never
Yeah.
do it because they would want solo
Oh.
releases and
Yeah.
getting all the
That's true.
commentaries. Like these
Yeah.
too
What about
prestigious.
O'Hara though? Do you think
Oh,
O'Hara they
absolutely.
could do that
Like
with?
let's do it.
Oh, O'Hara should just be like box set
Love
together.
O'Hara.
Right. Or like
Don't even-
Fuji, same thing. Or Kanuma, I don't know. I think
No,
I want super editions
want
for a
Solo.
lot of
I want-
Kanumas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he would be like,
yeah.
if you did a box set of Kanuma, that one has to be the special like box with the book, and it has to be treated like royalty almost, because
Yes.
it's just Kanuma.
Yeah.
Where it's like Shigemoto, like that one you can kind of like, oh, here's a
Mhm.
box set, here you go, boom. Because
Right.
he also, I like Dakota and I said like his later work is much better than his early stuff.
Shigoro.
Mhm.
Yeah, Shigeru. I'm sorry, Shigeru. Like his
Oh,
bondage
yeah.
stuff is like, he just knew he got his like his eye much better later, as you
With
know.
woman with the pierced nipples.
And
I need to watch that. I have that.
Rope
Yeah.
Cosmetology, which will never get released.
No.
That will never get
No.
released. Which
No.
we want it to be.
I gotta say though, Rope Cosmetology, I think it was a mistake to have the dog sequence with a half an hour left after, because you basically had the showstopper in the middle of the movie, and then afterward, it's like, we have more dog stuff. Like, how do you top a dog fucking Tani? You don't. it's just a lot of crawling around, barking like dogs. I'm like, well, this is as bad as what I just saw. So it really is. That is why that it was a downer for me. I was like, okay,
Where's
this? It wasn't rising in depravity like I wanted.
Where's
What do you
Rope
think?
and Breasts at? What's the status of that one? They could
Wait,
do
which
Rope and-
one?
Rope and
Oh,
Breasts.
rope and breasts.
Oh, Rope and
I've seen
Breast is
that.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Because it's
oh
kind
my
of
god.
classy. Yeah, the way it's presented.
Huh?
It doesn't have any weird
The
animals.
Weissers also didn't like it either,
Yeah.
and I don't know if they're watching, because like Rope and Breast like is kind of meta, where it reflects on like the main girl's career doing like
Right.
sex work with BDSM shows. So it's really
And then they
I
meet
think
some
it's
real
restored.
freaks. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they meet the real freaks who take them in. Yeah, I like that one.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. I mean,
Our slave contract, where he puts not only one but two women in boxes.
yes.
So crazy.
Is that the one with
Love that.
where they do blackface?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they do blackface
And
in
it's
that
the
one.
most horrendous blackface you can imagine.
It's
if you think, oh
so
my god, Death
dr-
Walks on High Heels looks
Wait.
subtle.
Oh my god.
Is it like Raven Raven from
No,
Drag
no.
Race blackface?
No, it's
Or-
worse.
Oh, it's worse. Oh
It's
my
like,
God,
okay,
okay.
I will say it this way. It's like when Joan Crawford does
It's
blackface
Bamboozled.
Torch
It's-
song.
in Torch Song. It's that like
Oh my
red
God.
hair, her white skin,
Oh.
and it's like,
Oh
and
my
she's
god.
pulling off the
Crazy.
wig. It's pretty like that. It's pretty epic.
I
4K
have it
one. Just kidding.
downloaded. I have my
Yeah.
look, Gentry. You've seen my Plex. I have all of this
Yeah.
shit downloaded on my Plex, including the 1080p
There's not
transfer of
enough
Woman in a
days
Box, which you need to
in the week.
watch.
Yeah,
You
okay.
need to watch that new. It's considering it's shot on video, restored at 1080p is insane, and it,
Oh,
looks,
it looks.
looks
It
amazing.
could probably look. Does it have
It looks
subtitles?
stunning.
Does it have the subtitles?
It does.
Okay, good.
It does.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think
I can send you guys that if you need it.
No, we have the DVD of from Impulse.
And we have the
I have that
memories.
impulse
If
one
you can
too.
find
Yes.
it in your pile next to the
Yeah.
TV.
Oh my god.
I try to
Well, I
crop
still need
that
to
out.
send you. I need to send you guys Wet and Riding because that's Junko Asahina,
Uh-huh.
and that one's good. That one's very good. She has sex with a dentist in that. Yeah.
Oh my
What
god.
range?
Actually, the guy who plays the dentist in that is the guy who plays the husband's boss in Soft Skin, which I just watched. Soft Skin. I was like, oh, that's weird. I just saw him fucking Junko in the dentist chair.
They came
You know why-
back.
You know why they're
They
obsessed with
did, it was-
dentists, right?
Why?
I don't. Daydream?
Oh, because it's
No.
just another orifice.
Oh, that
No.
makes sense. Yeah.
Ah. See, I'm not orifice centered in my personal
Well-
sex life, so I never considered that. Yeah, so
Well,
I don't
and think
know.
about it
I
this
have no
way.
idea.
It's
I'm
a hole.
phallic-centric.
A
You're
hole is a
shocking me.
hole. A hole is a hole, and a
A
hole
hole
is,
is a hole.
and any hole is a goal.
I guess that's true. Says Melania.
That's where you should end this podcast.
That's
right there.
it. Done.
If
A
I
hole
was
is a
editing this
goal.
podcast, I would say that's where I cut it. I'm cutting it right there. And then I'm going to put some nice music at the end and fade out.
No, that's not how we roll here.
Dentist roll noise.
No, I know. Yeah, they don't do roll credits on Two in the Pinku.
We just stop and say, "Okay, bye."
Cut, play,
No,
sad.
actually, well,
Bye.
that's fair because you know what? There are no credits in Pink film. It just ends and says the end, and that's it. So yeah, no rolling to credits. It has to be an abrupt stop.
The freeze frame in Painful Bliss is her with the dog
Yes.
doing a little cute little jump in the midair or something like that.
I love that the dog is in the air. I love it.
Yeah, they're both like, wee.
It's very
so funny.
cartoonish, and I love it. And it's also a dachshund, which I love. Love a wiener dog.
I think it's wiener dog,
Guys,
right?
Yeah.
that's why. Because he needs a wiener in his ass.
Oh,
It's a wiener dog.
Okay, there we go.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Kumashiro meant it to be a dachshund.
It came
It's
together.
a wiener dog.
We solved the mystery.
So then I still am like, then he's not really trans. He's just addicted to dick in his ass.
He just happens to be. It's like situational homosexuality, right? It's like they just have to. The situation they're in, they just have to be gay or trans.
You mean
or
like
whatever.
DL or trade? Right. Situational homosexuality.
I mean, think about it. It's like, but then it also flips on that. If we go back, it's like by getting breast, that's like the full commitment almost, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that was a nice reveal too. A very good breastplate. I was very impressed.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Even Tani was like, oh, she started playing with it.
Right. I was impressed. I was expecting something way worse, like in Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, where it's very obviously fake.
Oh, that's not a good one. But that movie's great.
Still amazing though.
That movie's so amazing.
I mean, that is great. Trans rights for Superwoman, right? Superwoman did nothing wrong. Except kill the lesbians. That's not great. Don't love that, but right. Great movie.
Oh my god. All right, so some final thoughts. What was of the two films, which one was your favorite?
Go ahead, Casey.
I think, oh god, that's tough. I rated them the same. I think probably Black Rose Ascension, because I love Tani in comedy mode. I loved her character in that. I loved her character in Painful Bliss too. Painful Bliss had Arena in it, but it didn't use her well. And in terms of trans storylines, I much preferred Shinjuku Midnight Story. I think that's like a masterpiece.
I think I kind of agree.
I think Black Rose Ascension. Yeah.
So you agree?
Yeah, I like Black Rose as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought the beats it hit they were both slightly comedic, but also there was like a little bit of drama there that I like. And that ending, I love that ending so much. With her,
I thought
just going crazy in the like adult video shoot, and just the guy can't control himself, and
I know.
And then the director and Tani just like falling into each other's arms and realizing that they just are perfect for each other. It's great.
Who knew romance? It was a match made in heaven. Who knew? All because of a recording of moaning in a dentist's office by accident. Yeah, we love that. Well, actually, something else in that. There's the freeze frame in that is the freeze frame on the pregnant woman almost falling down the stairs, and I was terrified that she was going to fall.
Oh yes, Chris was like trying to,
and I was like, "Well, it's Roman porno. This could end with tragedy. Who knows? Yeah, who knows?" So I was very nervous, but I was like, "Okay, good. She's fine." Yeah.
Yeah, I liked them both. Yeah, they were both good recommendations. Yeah, I enjoyed them. Thank you guys.
I think you guys know that our favorite was the opposite.
I would agree. Like,
no, mine.
It's a tough choice.
Mine is a Painful Bliss final twist. I think I just like the more absurdity of it, and just like the fact that like it just gets crazier and crazier, and that the actor just goes full like almost ham as like embracing the transness and just being being chaotic, actually. Because then when you think about films that show trans representations, like everybody's like, oh, it wants it to be positive, and I go, sometimes
you like the messiness.
I'd like it when it's like, you know what, there's crazy people that happen to be gay, trans, lesbian,
and they have dogs.
Yes. That's where I was like, okay, that's too much.
I mean, it's not as bad. That dog sequence is not as bad as the sequence in
Rope Cosmetology.
Arrow School feels so good.
Yeah, I can
where he fucks the pig.
Oh.
And that did not need to happen. The movie was perfectly fine.
I agree with you
until
on that
all
one.
of a sudden, I was like, it was like a bad punchline, and I was like, read the room. This stuck the landing, except for this. Yeah, that dropped me half a star for that. I was just like, nope, sorry. It's hard to offend me, and I was just kind of like, just storytelling wise, even I was like, this wasn't necessary. Didn't need to happen. The dog licking the ass, chef's kiss, perfect. Love the ending.
Bark,
Loved
bark.
it. Loved
Well, no,
it.
because
Yes, bark, bark.
it was kind of like John Water. It's like in it's like Pink Flamingos, where it's like really
Yes.
quick, where she grabs the shit, puts it, smiles, and then
Eats the
it's like a
shit.
wink and goes away, right?
Yeah.
That's like in
exactly.
this one, it's like the little quick boom, get. I mean, like even in like rope cosmetology, I would say it didn't bother me as much with the bestiality. But I agree that
same.
it kind of came too fast, and it should have came a little later.
Oh my
That's why
god!
I think that's why I fell asleep. I think I told you I fell asleep watching it because after the dog, it's kind of like, well, how much more depraved can it get? You reached the apex of depravity with this movie. But
Well,
also,
Girl Hell,
John
or not Girl
Waters.
Hell. Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
what?
John Waters should have ended Pink Flamingos on a freeze frame with like the shit.
I thought he did.
No, it just cuts to the end. Title
Oh,
credits.
right,
Like
right, yeah.
I love the freeze frame of the dog in the air. Like I love,
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like,
them
wee.
jumping in the air together. It is very like Mary Tyler Moore. It's very
Mhm.
American sitcom. I love that. Yeah. What
What were
about
you gonna say,
Girl Hell,
Gentry?
Gentry?
Yeah, you were
Well,
gonna say
I know we're
something.
trying to wrap up, but I was gonna say Woods Are Wet also like kind of peaks a little early with that one scene with the shooting. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
the
yeah.
blood?
Yeah,
Woods Are
because then
Wet,
there's like
There's
15
still like 20
minutes
minutes
left,
Yeah,
right?
15, 20. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
whoa,
that's
this should be
true.
the climax, kind of, but
hmm Actually, you know what's funny? Sex Hunter also. That coke enema scene. There's still a lot of crazy shit after that, but
Yeah.
that is the centerpiece of that movie. I could watch that sequence on repeat for like hours. Actually, I think it's so good. Which is so fucked up, but it's just
So
like
good.
it is as Chris says, it's cinema. It's just
Yeah.
beautiful.
I mean, I
Makes me
could.
thirsty real bad.
I mean, I could watch
it.
like my favorite, like so many scenes of a woman in a box. I mean, but to me, it's like that tonal shift with the music video. It's like
That is the
I could
sequence that
watch
is the
that,
best. Yeah.
and just laugh and cry and just giggle and
yeah,
jump up in the air.
I've seen photos from it, and I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
this is Woman in a Box? I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's
It's
like
good.
it's a
sure
tonal
is.
shift. It's like it goes 100 like from the beginning to like that part, and then it starts to kind of slow down, and then it just hits you tonal shift, and you're like, what the fuck?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch it, and I'm not even gonna write a review. Just to piss
Oh
you
my
guys
god!
off.
What?
Oh, you're gonna
Just
do an Alex
kidding.
DeSanto and just say you watched it and then
Yeah.
leave us
Oh,
That's what I
wondering
should
what
do.
happened?
No ranking.
No,
Oh my
see,
God.
Gentry, I'm gonna call your bluff on that because that is the kind of movie that once you watch it, it
You have to say
demands to be talked
something.
about.
You need to say
Yeah,
something.
it demands to be talked about. Yeah,
And if
like
you don't-
I think I sent Chris a voice memo.
Yeah, you did.
I'm sure. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? This is incredible. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
No, 'cause, like-
it's a game changer. It's a real game changer of a movie.
The same thing happened like with a friend of ours, Heather Pacelli, who wrote the book Queer for Fear. We sent her some links and DVDs of some of these films, and when she watched Sex Hunter and Sex Apartments, she sent me a breakdown of like the film, and it's like, what the fuck? Oh my god, it was like peaks and valleys. And I think she loved Sex Hunter more than Sex Apartments, but she was like, holy
interesting.
shit, this is amazing. She hasn't gone to Woman in a Box yet, but she's almost there. She's almost ready for it.
Right.
That was a crazy weekend, actually, because I watched Wife to Be Sacrificed, then Sex Hunter, then Rape Apartments, then Woman in a Box. I watched all of those in a sequence.
That's good.
And so it was like one corruption after another.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, there's no going back. Like, this is it. This is my new life now. So, and now it's just been chasing that high ever since. Yeah, it is like a drug.
I'll admit sometimes I do need to like break from certain genres. I don't think some of you guys. I don't know if you guys are like that or not.
I am.
Oh,
I'm very like
you?
that.
We do it
Like,
by
I
watching
break some
Lifetime
Franco a lot.
movies.
We do Lifetime. We do YouTube.
True crime.
True crime. Like right now we're on true crime Netflix stuff. That's like been our jam. And
I
then
saw you reviewed something, and I was like, I need to watch this.
Oh my god, like Model Cult.
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
We also watched Debs. Sorry.
Oh, we watched Debs last night.
I love Debs.
So good.
That is so good. Yes, I remember when that came out. And I worked at Blockbuster. We had 2 copies. They were always checked out. Obviously, we had a huge lesbian population I didn't know about in town. But great movie. Love it.
It's like it's so crazy to see it on big screen because like the effects or like the visual effects are so like
Amazing.
2000s.
Oh yeah.
The green screen is so like visible and bad in it, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we saw Debs last night, so that's like we do watch other stuff. Like if Dakota or I are not home,
If I allow you to watch other stuff,
yes, if
I
I'm
know.
allowed to watch other stuff on the TV, I watch
Oh wait,
like
so we know who the real Dom is. Okay,
Yeah.
good to
Yeah.
know.
Do you guys have one TV? Is it a one TV household?
yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh,
there's nothing wrong with
interesting.
that. That
Oh
kinda
no, it's
guy-
just because of our space. It's kind of small, but
Oh.
like you, if he's watching something on the TV or the computer, I watch it on my computer.
Mhm.
Like in my desk, I'll watch it that way too. Or or in bed, like if I found him on bed, I'll watch it on my phone. With my headphones, I'll watch something. Like when was it? Not too long ago, I was like trying
you're
to
the
catch
Blu-ray label guys are like, I can't watch it with the
Without my
wife. I have
wife.
to ask, and like, oh my god, I have
Well,
to hide it.
relatable content for Gentry, I think,
Yeah.
probably. That's why I told you to watch Tale of Happiness with her, because I think she would like that.
I
It's
think
about cheating.
it's
My
about
wife has
cheating.
seen- my wife has
I know.
seen some
Well,
shit,
but they come together at the end.
Well, no, it's because they cheat, but then they both cheat on each other, and then they
But they still
eventually-
love each other.
they still love each other, and then it's like
They do.
yeah.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
No, I've
love
been
it.
watching Transformers cartoons, like trying to catch up from the 80s cartoons.
Nice.
So
Oh,
that's
we did
my
it with
break.
Gem and the Holograms. Yeah,
Ooh,
Gem and the
okay.
Holograms is a
Classic.
nice break.
We
Love
try to
Gem.
watch that. It gets grating
Mhm.
after a while. Gem and the Holograms gets grating after a while.
I
It cuts
loved
to some
it.
good music though. Once you think you're gonna get really tired of it, it cuts to some good music, and then it's like, okay, we're back on track. But yeah,
The
you're
The
right.
Misfits
I can't,
are
you-
better.
It's
The Misfits are
Misfits
better.
are better. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think time has proven that to be the case. Yes,
They were
For
right.
sure.
They were always right.
Yeah, exactly. Josie and the Pussycats is good too, but yeah, like those are tough shows to binge because it does get grating after a while. It's like, okay, let me get back to some adults like acting like adults rather than this childish shit.
Or
Yeah.
like couple weeks ago, we were going to see all the new movies in the theaters because we were out of
You
school. So
did.
we
Oh,
saw
God.
Obsession, Backrooms.
Boosters.
I love
was good.
Boosters. Was amazing.
Yeah.
And then Scary Movie,
Scary
the new Scary
Movie.
movie. And then we
Mhm.
finally saw He-Man, which I cried a little bit. Just a
Oh,
little.
really? Oh, you liked it? Okay.
That's like nostalgia, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it
I
wasn't
just
as
think the
gay.
casting's bad. I don't like
big
him.
child.
Nicholas Gallatin.
I mean, he looked good.
We
I'll
don't
say
have like a
that.
Dolph Lundgren now. That's the
No.
problem. We don't have like a Dolph Lundgren, like some
Oh.
foreign bodybuilder to just like put in a movie who doesn't need to
Yeah.
act. Yeah,
No, but I
we
would
need
just
like a
say.
Lou Ferrigno. I love Lou Ferrigno. That's my
Mm.
man.
I'm gonna stay
his
quiet.
Politics suck, but
I'm gonna stay quiet on that one.
oh,
Wow.
I mean, he's a little too built. You know that I like my fat guys. So,
He's like, I could see Casey's brain whirring away. Like, what do I say here? I'm just going with fat
what
guy.
word, right? Yeah, you know I like my fat. I like to like my fat guys, like Kevin James.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see that for you.
Mm-hmm. Manifesting
Okay.
that.
All right. So on that note, is there any like final thoughts? Final
Final
twists?
twist.
Thank you
Oh.
for making us your first.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for saying
We're
yes.
very-
Oh my god.
I
We're
told
very proud
you.
to pop your guest cherry. That's
Ooh.
you know.
I mean, it's okay
Yeah.
to open up relationships.
Yeah.
Oh
True.
god.
I mean,
We'll just
okay,
keep this
if
going.
yeah,
Like next time we'll have you on. We'll bounce back and forth.
Mhm.
We'll just
Yeah.
keep
yeah,
going.
we'll see some
Yeah.
classy stuff from you guys. We're say classy.
Actually, I would love to do Wakamatsu. Well, you guys already did Wakamatsu. We'll do some. We'll do some.
We could
other
do a lot of
Wakamatsu.
wakamatsu.
I mean,
I know you did
it's
the
so
two best
easy.
ones. Those are great though. That's another one. Where are those Blu-rays? Where's
There's
that
a
collection?
weird right situation. Well, okay, it's kind of unclear. So like his early 60s ones, it's like they don't know, like because the production things are defunct. Wakamatsu's
Sure.
daughter is running the estate and also runs his theater. So maybe no one's contacting her,
Maybe.
right? Again,
I'm
but
just
also like
shocked.
people
Those
can
are like a
license the
slam
Shindoho
dunk.
ones.
Yeah, I think so.
Serial Rapist
think
was
so.
good.
Oh God.
Oh, I still have that. I need to watch that too. God, I have so much. When I tell you that I've downloaded so much shit, I don't know if I'm ever going to finish it because I got packages of like Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, 88 films.
Ooh.
Just let it.
Deaf
Just
Crocodile.
just let it become like a pile, like us in front of our TV. Just let it just
Well, it's funny.
build
This
up.
pile is all on
no.
my Plex. It's all on my Plex. I have to watch it streaming.
You
And
have both. You
Gentry,
have physical
Gentry
and
needs to watch
digital
all that
files.
stuff. I do. I have a lot of digital
Yeah.
because, like, I want to watch like the nice Nikkatsu Blu-ray rips on my nice 4K TV. I don't want to watch them on my laptop. So
Right.
watching Beautiful Wrestler in 1080p on my big screen was like
Ooh.
Oh, that's great.
incredible. Yeah, that was great.
On
Loved it.
a side note, I just want to say, like, again, because you guys who are listening to us, you can't see like the journey of Gentry's hair from the
Oh,
beginning of
dude,
the
I'm
episode.
out in my patio, so it's like the humidity is.
No, I was gonna
getting
say
out
it's
of
like it's been a
control.
journey because like your hair was like mine right now, very curly. And then it's
Uh-huh.
like it's been just like slowly transforming and changing.
I
So
know.
I had to screenshot it. I did a one in the beginning, one till now.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
good. Okay, good.
I just wanted to like
Okay,
point that
good.
out because that's like I've been noticing like all this stuff, so it's kind
I
of
haven't
funny.
seen it because I have our windows like I minimize the window so it only shows the
Oh.
person talking.
Gotcha.
You
So
don't
I
like looking
see
at
all
yourself.
four of you.
Yeah.
I just
Ooh,
like to see
I
the
see.
person talking.
No, that
That's
makes
fair.
sense. I have you guys all like in the four, like the
Yeah,
four
me too.
screen.
My
Yeah,
hair is
so.
That's the way I
crazy.
usually do it.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I know.
mine. You see,
Gentry,
it's
too hot for that.
Oh my god.
no, mine is like curly, but like I just put a little product and it still stays, but
No, it looks good like that.
it's like a little poof. But like again, it's like Gentry's was like mine, very curly,
it
and then it just
started.
starts like
oh
it was
my
dry.
Because I
god.
touch it and then it ruins the
Mhm.
curls and then it just becomes poofy. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that.
Mhm.
This is
My
all
hair
staying
gets
in,
like
Vaughn. This is you're not cutting any of this. This is all gonna be.
We're gonna cut. We can.
No, I
Nah,
just
it'll be in
You're
here.
like
It'll be in
Patreon
there, I'm sure.
exclusive.
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
the
right,
Patreon
yes,
exclusive.
exactly.
It's for
Actually, have you guys considered doing that?
We could. It
We
would kind of
could.
interesting, like what people would want from it too. Also, I guess
Well,
maybe
you
that would.
guys review a lot of stuff that's very difficult to see. So that would be like
Oh,
we did Secret Places, Secret Things, which is impossible to see. So we made it available to the Patreons so they could watch it and then listen along and know what we were talking about.
We
I
don't
okay.
do
would
this
sign
very
up
often,
in a
but
heartbeat.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
It
We should be
That would
depends.
doing it
make
more,
sense.
Gentry. Yes, but also you have such good research materials. I'm sure, like even if they're Japanese only, like I think it'd be good to see those. Yeah, you should get a little extra
That's a lot of
scratch.
work.
It's a lot of
I
work.
know it is. That is true. That is true. A lot of scanning and shit. That is
I'm just
true.
kidding. No, yeah, I get that.
So
Yeah. Because
all
then
right.
actually
So,
you can put some of that money back into like some of your purchases of all the stuff that you're importing from Japan, like your tapes and stuff. Yeah. I
oh,
know
it's
that's not
fine.
cheap.
There's more coming.
Yeah. On
Yeah.
that
I
note,
just
I
need to
will
order
say.
my arena poster. Yeah.
Oh, she's right there. But on
Ooh.
that note,
Yeah.
we want to say like thank you guys for coming on to our little episode and talk about Tani and all kinds of crazy stuff that we got
No.
into. Also, just know like for the listeners that there's stuff coming. Like you said, you guys have a big announcement coming on July 1st.
Always coming.
It literally.
Always.
Hopefully
And
not
also-
for
Never
grandpa.
not for not for dad. Not for dad.
No.
Also like stay tuned for some stuff coming out with us as well. We can't say exactly when, but it's coming literally. I mean, you got Casey knows too. It's coming, and
Yes.
yeah, and then Happy Father's Day, from Tani and
Oh
us.
yeah.
Yeah,
Happy Father's Day, Gentry.
Happy
Hey,
Father's
Oh my
Day.
God,
I am
Gentry.
dad. I am
You
dad
are
around
Gentry. Gentry's daddy.
here.
Happy Dad's Day.
Happy
Oh
Dad's
my
Day.
gosh. I
And-
hope they take you out to a nice dinner tomorrow. That's usually Dad's Day tradition, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh God, I know it's always the classic. Go to Outback Steakhouse.
Oh.
Something very masculine with a lot of like artery clogging food.
I haven't thought about
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna ask, so think about it.
All right.
I'm sure
All right
they'll
then.
ask.
So
It's up to
okay.
you, Dad.
Thank you guys. If anything else, like I said, just follow us, follow them on where you guys are at, like on Instagram, YouTube.
Instagram, Letterboxd. I will drop links to the Sin Syndicate and your profiles below.
Yes. So follow them. They know shit. Luckily, nobody will ever see our group chat.
No.
Oh my God! Thank God. There's a lot of stuff that people shouldn't see on that group chat.
That's for the Patreon. That's for the exclusive Patreon.
That's where
You
we
have
get really
You have to
catty.
sign an NDA. Sign an
Yeah,
NDA
it's
before
an
you can
NDA.
see our group chat.
Exactly.
All right,
People
then.
know. Well, yeah, exactly.
All right, so you guys, thank you so much. Until then, we'll see you guys and listeners.
Thank you for listening. To hear more shows from the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network, please select the link in the description.
Hello, filthy movie lovers. My name is Gentry Austin.
No, I'm Casey Scott.
And we're the hosts of the Sin Syndicate, film podcast for something weirdos, anti-criterion bros, and Joseph Sarno aficionados. Join us semi-weekly as we peer into the adults-only theaters and sticky-floored cinemas of the golden age of sexploitation, when the morals were loose, the laws were murky, and the intercourse was all simulated. Find us now on the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
If you're looking for more horror outside of the mainstream, look no further than Unsung Horrors, a podcast about underseen horror movies. I'm Lance.
And I'm Erica. Every other week, we'll cover a horror movie with fewer than 1,000 views on Letterboxd. We'll even give you double feature recommendations to pair with the movies we discuss.
From gothic to shot on video, from slashers to comedies, from giallo to J-horror, we'll cover all the subgenres. So join us as we unearth these hidden gems of horror.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Unsung Horrors, available wherever you listen to podcasts. And part of the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.